2, 3. Hell yeah. Fred in the house, bitch.
Stereo.
Yup.
Aw, Cooper, look at this demanding attention right off the top of the pod.
Yes.
It's affectionately known as the podcast when he makes a appearance.
Oh, yeah.
PAWD, pod.
Wood.
What's up, y'all? My man dudes. How's Fred doing?
Just came from practice.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yep. Sunday mornings. That's our holy time.
Read the says our worship.
Yeah.
Our worship, there you go. It's Sunday like the day. That's the practice day.
It's been almost pretty much all of Fred has been either Wednesday or Sunday.
That's us too. Wednesdays, like for fucking forever. Every Wednesday, sometimes a Thursday if we have to like push. I gotta work late or something. But other than that, dude, kind of religiously, yeah. It's like I miss it. I feel weird.
I've always had at least one Sunday practice. You know, at least one of my bands.
It's
jams on
nice. The
Sunday.
weekends are nice because you can hang out. If you ain't got shit to do, you're like, dude, we can do this all day.
Or lately, I've got to where I'll try to squeeze in all three on Sundays. We go early in the mornings. Pantheon's usually Friday evenings, but I had to shift for a while there, so we kind of ended up on Sunday nights.
All in the same spot?
And then, no.
Oh, okay.
Fred at my house. Pantheon's out in Lone Oak. DJs. That's the long part of it. We started doing Severe Head Wound on Sundays as well.
At your back at your place?
No, that's at Trevor's, which is
Okay.
over like War Memorial area there.
So we're special.
Fred is the only one that gets to jam at the house. That's my inside dog.
That's my inside dog.
We were just talking. I'm trying to clean up the jam space down there and get it set up where we can maybe do one last house show at my place.
Are you moving?
And no, I just don't think the house could handle more than maybe one more. You know, like, it's gonna. We'll be downstairs at least this time. I used to really worry about.
Oh, dude, you see that
floor
video
falling
that's been
through.
going viral like the last couple weeks of someone doing a house party
Upstairs.
and the ceiling is literally like caving in, and he's like, "This is happening right now in my, clearly an apartment, but." And it's just like the floor is
It's
all
like the
cupped.
downstairs neighbor.
He's the downstairs neighbor, and he's looking up at his ceiling.
That's what I feel like your place would look like. When,
It's spooky looking. I was like, dude, I mean, cool. I don't want to be involved in nothing like that.
We definitely had too many people in my upstairs apartment. Old house was built well, but it's an
Yeah,
old
built well
house.
100 years ago. Yeah. The bones are willing, but the soul is weak.
Now I've got like 80% of the house is mine, and some of my partner's nephews are living downstairs in the little tiny apartment.
Okay.
They're chill, so
You got to figure it out.
Kind of thinking like one last big blow, and trying to do some benefits coming up for KBF. Get money into the radio
When?
station up there. So we're working on something at Whitewater on a Sunday in April. I can't remember. I don't think we have the exact date nailed down yet, but talking to CT about putting together something for that. And then actually, I don't know, we might end up going probably around the same time or early May or something. One at my place. Probably just Fred and Severe Head Wound or something.
Oh, do like a
Simple,
triple
you know,
threat.
so, yeah.
A baker show fucking
Yeah.
bonanza.
I always like to stick as many of my bands on any kind of show as possible.
I say we haven't tripled yet. We've only doubled.
So far, yeah.
But you don't
we
move
did.
though. You're guitars. Well, bass, but
Yeah.
you're not like going to drums, going to vocals, going to guitar, going
right.
yeah, yeah.
Guitar and bass. So I can get away with really as many
Yeah.
sets as needed. You know.
Except he does
and
almost all the vocals in Fred now.
That. Oh, really?
I have been doing more.
Okay.
Of them here lately. So yeah, that's the only band I'm doing any vocals in though, so I can.
True. You
let
do
it
that one
out
first,
in
and you're
that
good to
one,
go. Yep.
And then
That's how I do it with Lame Johnny, dude. First, baby. First.
I knew he could appreciate that. I have to do double sets like that.
Well, Kurt was like, dude, do a set of all your stuff. And I was like, I will fucking die. That's 4 bands, and 2 of them are drumming. Like, and I don't have the wherewithal to not kill myself live. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will put myself through all hell just to make sure the show is good.
Right. There's no attenuator switch. Or
Right.
Like you
There's
can't
no-
just
yeah.
50% it or something. It's both.
Yeah, it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
I'd rather pass out and fucking end up in the hospital than fucking kind of half-ass it.
You're right.
It's weird. I don't think I'm capable of it, to be honest.
It gets painful as you get old.
Bro, I'm getting there. It's turning around though. I got fixed. Not like in my nuts, but
Okay.
no. I had a heart issue and kind of fucked myself up there. But I was telling you about the thyroid thing, dude. I've lost 40 pounds
Look great.
in 4 weeks, and it's just we're just starting. I said this on the last pod too, but like I am, dude. It's electrifying. I was like, this is what metabolism is. Holy shit.
I'm alive, bro.
I haven't had this in a long fucking time. Probably since like the 9th grade. That's when I put on all the weight, was 9th grade. I was fucking like Baker's size, and then just bloomp, something happened. Clearly my thyroid turned off, but
Did not understand that at that time.
no, not until, well, that's what you get for not going to the doctor now, isn't it? Because I'm a fucking dum-dum. And I thought, I'll just die. Turns out I was gonna go to the doctor.
That's
We all thought death was coming so much quicker.
Yeah. I genuinely never thought I'd be 40. It's in a month. My birthday is in 1 month, and I'm like, damn, dude. That's crazy. I was just talking about going to your venue the other day, or with David Lipke. He's like, how did you find music? I was like, Michael Moore. I would go to his venue, and he'd be like, oh, you like this band? I'd be like, yeah. And he had this fucking table full of CDs. He'd be like, this one and this one. Here you go. $5.
oh yeah, money doesn't matter.
No, you've given me many. I was like, I don't have any money. Just take it.
Because it's even now like sorry, it's like
you're
now
good.
even with him basically doing the shirts. Money's good, but the whole point is to make the scene better. It's always
Right.
been about bands. Because before we even met, you could see both of us have lived music. That's just so we don't think about bands and music the same way a lot of people do, making it all about money. So
Yeah, I've kind of started doing the money thing a little bit because it's like, man, I've done this for so long, and everything's always at the benefit of the show, really. And I say that in our show that we're about to have, we're probably gonna end up losing money. It's $25, but we're spending it all.
With a record?
Yeah, you get the
With
record.
a record.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
$25. Bro, you're
Probably
playing a
like
free
30
show.
or
Yeah.
yeah.
basically you're playing a free show.
Well, that was the idea. Was, well, if we just sell the record, then we'll just do a show to celebrate it. That's kind of like the spark of, and then you start going, the meme with all the shit flying around your head, and you're like, oh, what else can we do? Sparkle fingers, and then 2 years of thought later, you're like, cool, let's do it.
He's
Literally.
2 years down the road. See, that's a Fred. 5 years later, we release an album.
Are y'all doing a new one?
We're I was telling Michael, I had to go back and listen to the last time I was here almost 5 years ago. What?
Yeah, literally, yeah. I had something drop up on my timeline yesterday, and I was like, what the fuck? It's
How did we
been
get
that
here?
long.
How did we get here? But I was talking at the beginning. I was kind of dropping in stuff about Fred, but it was like I was explaining it to you for the first time, and
Yeah.
I think to a lot of people for the first time, and even a couple of years in at that point. But by the end of it, I'm talking about I'm halfway into a Savage album. And when I heard that back this morning, I thought, oh my God, how am I still not dropped this freaking album yet? But Michael reminded me it's part 2 that we're working on now. So it wasn't quite as bad.
So it's Savage Part 2. We're not getting a different Fred for this go round.
Right. There was just too much. We were
get
talking
it.
about at the time
That theme, I tell
work,
people about that all the time.
The catalog of
Yes.
Fred Savage
Savage is
stuff,
great.
especially when you start dipping into all of the things he directed. And
That's true. That dude's been in Hollywood since he was a child.
and I keep
Still
thinking
is.
we're done with part 2, and then I'll find another show or something I didn't know about. I'm like, maybe one or two more songs. We're trying to
It's
write
just a
really short,
40
grindy
song.
ones at this point. But
Really?
That was
Have y'all
kind of
changed?
the idea. Was like, maybe it'll be a whole bunch of songs, but still only like that many minutes worth of music.
A grind style
Yeah.
album.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of. The new Fred's different. Like now we're 2 to 3 minute songs. There's no
Really?
Yeah. Like we played our first show the other day. The Heat. came and worked for us. And,
Dude, I fucking all the shows I go to, and that's the one I fucking miss.
well, that was the first one we played, nothing but the new stuff, and so we
Damn.
did the set. And if you see the video, it's like 27 minutes for us to play like 6 or 7 songs and talk in between. So
that's what I was just talking about. The last time Shinfo played, we played 7 songs and was off stage 27 minutes total. Just get up there, grind that shit out, get the fuck out of here.
Well, and that's where Fred, we've evolved into that from being a 7-minute instrumentalist band.
And it was always the short sets and like hurry up, but like we used to only get 4 or 5 songs in there,
right?
And,
4 or 5 songs, and
now it was like, oh man, we could still write like 2 more, maybe have about 9 songs in this 30 minutes set if we wanted to.
That's where
So
your brain
it's
goes, and then your
fun.
drummer looks at you like, bitch,
Yeah.
you ain't doing shit.
we're making Mario Blast for the first time. in his
Are you
life,
really?
too,
Yes, we're
so,
teaching him. He's getting it in his head now because we're going that way.
Oh, dude, just don't stop.
Yeah.
Just go as fast as humanly possible. Like it's almost like a beginner doing drums, but you know how to harness it. Because a beginner just goes like this. They're just like, but you know how to make it not sound like shit. That's blast beats.
Well, and our game was like, Mario, we just need like 30 seconds for now. Just 30 seconds. Get to about 30 seconds worth, and
That's all you need.
it's like, what?
30 seconds is a lot.
We're still gonna always have like just this kind of Fred sound, whatever it is. My style, his style, everything. We've always done had a little bit of that same flavor to it, even if we're aiming for a completely different genre. Because we usually miss a little bit too, whatever we're aiming for. I've been trying to write a grind album for a couple of years now, and just start like 8 songs into the second attempt. Finally, almost there.
You preach to the choir, dude.
But that was the whole idea of this band. Is just what can we get away with? What can we do? How far can we push?
One of my biggest hindrances is I'm just not that good.
Yeah,
I'm not
same.
talented enough to get the ideas that I have in my head onto the fretboard, especially when a guitar. Drums, it's a lot easier these days. I can kind of do most drum styles. So if I have a thought, I can be like, oh, this is my version of that.
Vice versa with me. I can never explain to a drummer what I would need them to do. Like I play the riff and I hope we kind of land
Pray
on
to
that
God
same
it's-
page.
yeah.
And if not, I give them a little, maybe a boom checka, or whatever. Try to mouth it out, but like I don't even know in my head what drum sounds like what. Enough to explain what.
Like you hear it, but you don't know, is that a tom? Is it a floor tom or a rack tom? Is it the second rack tom? Which, I get it.
Today's practice was work on new song day. And so it's so funny you say that because literally half of today is figuring out, okay, so you count this as 1 or you count this as 2?
Right.
We just talked about
where
that's
do you
how I
start
do it,
over?
dude. How I count songs versus how you're supposed to count songs.
Well, and we think all 3 of us count different. We
Yes.
honestly, in our scenario, and there's only 3 of us, but we all feel like we count different. So it's like, okay, well, what are you counting as 1?
Well, you have to learn. Okay, well, I know he's counting everything as 1 as this nth of the part. It's not the whole rotation. That's 1 to most real musicians is the full bars put together. Like that's 1 run. And me, I'm every bar. That's 1. So in my head, when Justin's like, "Oh yeah, we do it 1 time," I'm like, "It's 4 times."
That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
discussion today.
Yeah.
And I have such a tendency to write.
I too failed math.
Yeah, I have such a tendency to write in 3/4 accidental. I do a lot of waltzes for some reason.
I think that's our ADD, bro.
yeah.
I accidentally write off time all the time, and I don't even know I'm doing it.
Right. And I'll catch myself, but that's where I fuck up is when I try to math it out and explain it to them. And he's always looking at me like, I mean, no, if you want to be a nerd about it, I guess, but like, just let me play the beat.
Let me cook, as the kids say now. Let me cook. Where did that come from, Kurt? What is that? Is that an internet thing?
I think it's a Breaking Bad reference.
Oh, okay.
Meth.
Breaking Bad. Let him
I
cook.
love
So
it.
it's a meth reference.
Personally, it's a football reference for me.
Oh, okay. Is there a football man named Cook?
No, Russell Wilson got everybody always wanted to tell Seattle let him cook because they ran the ball too much.
Oh, maybe that's where Breaking Bad got it from.
Probably the other way around, honestly.
Shit. Well, I'm trying to find any reason not to watch that show because Kurt's been hounding me about it for like 5 years
I
now.
haven't watched it either.
Same.
Cool, dude. Yeah,
on the
you're
list.
wrong now, bitch.
It's on the list. Like I know it's gonna be.
Dude,
good.
it's like 70 fucking hours of shit. I don't have that.
Right. It's so hard to decide. All right, I'm gonna dig in.
Maybe I'll just start like a, you know how they like, if you read a chapter a day, you'll get the whole Bible down in a year. It's like, I'll just biblically watch it.
Episode a day.
Like half an episode a day or something. They're an hour long.
I don't know. I feel like I've had the Cliff Notes at this point, so I know what the show's about.
I
and
mean, I know they
everything,
throw a
and I'm
pizza on the roof. I know they melt a bathtub. I know one guy blows
That's
up.
all season 1.
I know they blow up a dude with his face, and he's all like, "Oh," and he like, that was a fucked up thing. I was like, "What show is this from?" And it was Breaking Bad. I was like, "That's pretty fucked up." Have you seen that? His like his face is missing. He like walks out, adjusts his tie, and then just dies. It's fucked up.
Gustavo.
Stavo?
Gustavo.
Gustavo.
So, yeah.
I've only ever seen the first episode, and it was Spanish version, right?
Oh, okay.
It's splattered in traffic.
Splatter practice. I forgot all about
Baker's
that.
like, I don't have a clue what they're talking about.
was there a movie or something? But it was either the first episode all in Spanish. Man, that was.
I mean,
the weirdest practice.
it was like Spanish actors and stuff too.
Yeah.
They made a full recreation. It's all.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
But apparently, like according to Eric, at least it was like spot on for
Beat for beat.
It's scene for scene. The
Right,
exact
okay.
same show.
So we have seen the first episode. And
Technically.
I
we let
forgot
that play in the background while we were doing splatter breaks, and it always seemed like we were talking a lot about like a lot of car wreck stuff at the time, and right out of the gate. he
Is that
wrecks
still a thing
RV,
y'all doing?
and it's
No,
like
it's splattered.
semi-drama.
No, it's splattered.
No? Okay.
No, we let that one go by the way. I guess kind of rolled into Fred. with
Pretty
it.
much, yeah. Splattered in.
Didn't you
Fred
play
started.
that at Rockstock? Splattered on the last one? The big one we did, like the all out? Because you
Is that one
played.
of those? I can't
Yeah. Our gray hair is showing.
Yes. Probably. Yes, I can't remember.
I remember. Well, we
They
did the
all
big.
were.
We did a big finale one the last time, and we had like 15 bands or some shit. It was fun. It was a great day.
I'm trying to think because I played in the splattered, but I didn't play in a lot of the early splattered.
So it would depend on what year that was.
That one with, like we were talking about this last time, I think with the Band in the Artifice, but Splatter kind of went a similar
A
way.
Band in the Artifice. Yeah, there's
Kind of
another
went a
one.
similar way of like a whole lot of lineup changes to where we spent this exorbitant amount of time working on a small handful of songs and just really and to where we eventually were all just like, yeah, I think I'm done with
Yeah,
it.
Abandoned is unfortunate because you didn't even get a last show out of that. It's like
Oh,
such a
I know.
like. It was a heavy hitter band too for the music scene.
Got kicked out. That show.
What was
You-
that?
you
That
did?
Vino's one? That
The only
was-
time I've ever been kicked out of Vino's in my life.
What was you doing? Karate kicking?
No, I was
I threw a small child into the bricks.
just gonna go as far as say I was just helping a friend.
yeah. One of those.
And it wasn't even a big deal. It's just, I got kicked out as I should because I was involved in the ruckus. But
It happens.
it wasn't nothing that was gonna get me in bad trouble or nothing.
They want us to kick people out now, and I'm like, I don't have a staff shirt on. Mm-mm. They used to have staff
Asking a
shirts.
lot, but-
I'm not doing that.
I used to hardly never get kicked out unless you physically fall.
You had to fight. Yeah, that was like the only rule.
Because everybody else controlled the pit.
Dude, you could do whatever you wanted to. You still really can. Not a lot going on. I've seen, dude, just in the 8 months I've worked there, I've seen like dislocated knees, fucking broke arms. I'm just like, ugh, that's gonna suck tomorrow. The knee thing was
I
grotesque.
see a lot of them with the
And
what do you
heat
call it,
exhaustion.
mouth guards now. But like
Anthony.
I think we need like
Fucking Anthony.
I think they need like shin guards, knee pads,
Soccer,
like,
just soccer
like,
gear.
like some cool, I just want to see a bunch of goalies out there asking everything, kicking the shit out of each other. Because that's what they're gonna do. The kids have.
Well, it's like, how do you elevate? Like the
now.
band elevates.
So-
Like typically, the band goes up and gets more production. Does the pit? They elevate by like going full costume, like this, like
We need teams.
we need teams.
we
They
need
got like shirts
clearly
of
marked-
fucking Southwest Little Rock versus
Well-padded.
Benton.
That's why they're missing
At the
on
Severe
the Friday
Headphones
Night
show.
Fight medals. Yeah, we need teams.
And it's
in
as
the
much
audience.
its own thing. Like the band now becomes a footnote to the pit death. Like turn it into the
I
fucking
feel like we've all been at the show where the band had to stop the show because the pit got
so many.
something became so
Yes.
violent that they're like,
Yes.
"Yo, stop!"
See it all the time now because now bands actually like are like, oh shit, hey, wait, hold on, this dude's fucking foot's off.
Well, you remember If You Left Standing, don't you?
Yeah.
The first time they came to Benton actually and played Tyndall Park. and that was the first time they had came to Arkansas. And honestly, most of Arkansas wasn't used to the throwing. And the Memphis
No,
crew came
not
with
back
them.
then.
Like only about 5 guys or whatever. It was a Memphis crew that were all about that. And
I'm
so
sure a fight
literally,
broke
oh
out.
man,
Yeah.
it was bad because I was throwing a show and it was a free show. It was like no violence, there's no security.
That's how the riot happened at Vino's. It was that shit. It was like two worlds colliding is all it was.
Oh, and luckily,
Crazy.
enough people there had cool heads and just had to separate. And
Right.
if Fila standing, literally, the vocalist is yelling mid song, stop, 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 and gets the band to stop and yells at his guy, like stop, like no more, just stop.
Wild.
And dude stopped, and that was but it was that non-understanding of the two different pits.
Yeah. Now there's only one. It took over everything.
It did.
The only place you're gonna get an old fashioned is at like a corn
See,
concert.
now you made me show my gray hair, and then there was two different
Well,
pits.
we have cameras now. They all see the gray.
Well, that's true.
I don't know if you know, but this thing is filmed now.
Yeah, there's definitely a whole lot of gray in this one over here.
Yeah, we went high tech, dude.
Oh no, it's gonna be HD. Like, sorry.
It is in
I'm over
HD.
here. We got blood. I'm bleeding. And I
What?
said that.
You are bleeding.
I know. I'm like,
Did you get a cat scratch?
no, I got a door scratch coming out of
Oh.
Baker's house.
That's
It's
tetanus.
an old house. You're gonna die.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that door has cancer.
Yeah, not paying attention. You got the door guy.
It happens. When's y'all's next show? Do y'all have anything like? Well, I guess you're in 700 bands like I am,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah. But yeah, summer's starting to get busy lining up. But for spread, we got one early April. Did we say the 6th? I believe April
God
6th.
damn it.
Con-
Are you
same night as
serious?
you, of course.
Yeah.
That's not my hands to war. Ah! How did we do that?
I don't know.
Freaking time. We're in Conway, so we're not. Like,
Well, don't go to
Too
that, everyone.
much,
Come to
yeah.
my show.
yeah, exactly. Boycott Fred. Everyone, please. He's an asshole.
Well, where's it at? Mountain Home?
No, that was the Conway Full Moon record.
Oh, yeah, Full Moon's dope. Oh, I saw him last night at Census, and he was like, "I'm so sorry, man." He's like, you booked so far in advance." I was like, "These things happen, dude." And he didn't say what bands were on the bill. It's funny.
It's an oddball one for us. But,
Yeah, we're the only
friends.
it's friends. It's like basically guys from
It's a
way
favor
back
show.
well, just guys. Each band has somebody in it from back in the Frontline days, and both of them haven't played music in a long time, really. But none of the bands sound the same. It's 3 completely different.
I love
genres.
that. That's my favorite kind of show now. I love a mixed bill. They did
This
one.
one's definitely gonna be mixed.
They did one. What was that show the other week? They had a country band, a hip hop artist, a punk rock band, and a metal band, all on the same show. It was fucking
We're
awesome.
close. We got country, Fred, and basically like 2000s rock, kind of thrown together.
2000s rock, like radio style rock or like underground style.
Yeah,
rock?
more radio
Okay.
friendly, like
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that good, But those 3 meshing together to play a show is gonna be pretty entertaining too. But
That's badass.
go there.
yeah, like just go to Vino's.
Unless you're like right around Conway and you can't get to Little Rock, then you're welcome to walk to see us.
No, go to Full Moon. It's okay.
There's
I'll get over it.
there's lots of
I'm
people.
paying for a ticket so I can get the album though. Either way.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
That
'Cause
is brilliant. I remember, I think Motive's doing something similar with the CD
You were telling me
release
about
back
that,
in the
yeah.
day. It was like it was $10 show, but you got a CD when you came in, or and it was right at the end of when people still cared about CDs.
Physical media, yeah.
So,
Before
yeah.
the fucking death of it all.
And right before really, the vinyl
Well, it's-
resurgence. and
it's weird that
everything, and
CDs
cassettes.
died, and something has to take its place. And then the oldest medium we have took it.
Yeah.
And it's more popular than it probably ever, simply because there's 8 billion fucking people on the planet. But now it's like, how do we get here? What the fuck? And like,
And what's next? Where do we go?
there's no next. It's all just digital garbage now. AI. We were just talking about on the last one, dude. You just gonna tell your fucking phone,
Oh,
hey
yeah,
bitch,
it's
I want to hear
anti-music.
a brand new Nirvana song, and it's gonna be like, here's the best Nirvana song ever made in the history of man, and none of them touched it. So live with that.
That's awful.
It's awful. It's straight
Art's
awful.
done. Go home. It's over.
Yeah, we're all gonna be
No.
vagrants real soon.
We gotta
Vagabonds, not vagrants. Sorry, vagabonds.
We gotta find an alternate incomes that allow people the time to do.
We'll
the
just
things
all
they
have,
wanna do.
yeah, we'll all be digging ditches and, reminiscing the time we used to play music. It'll be one of those things where it's like,
Yes, comrade.
yes.
To keep the machine oiled.
Would it be one of those things where like live music will be just what the movies are becoming, like what theater is now? Movies will be like theater in a very short. It already is getting there. Less and less, you see box offices dropping more and more. The ticket prices, less people, they're going to go into smaller venues with a higher ticket price. Rich people will do it because it's this thing. Used to, all you did was go to plays. Shit was free. They had them in town squares, fucking whatever. You name it. Coliseums to the place next door to your hut. Because we told stories infinitely. It's the first thing we started doing. What'd you do today? Fucking ooga booga, So storytelling morphs, right? And soon now it's morphed into our homes. And now soon you'll be able to just ask your TV to tell you a story, which humanly we're fascinated by. It doesn't matter if it's fabricated. You know what I'm saying?
I got to
So
do
like,
an acoustic song
and
that's
venues will be no different. They'll all be the size of Vinos, but it'll be $100 ticket because it'll be a rare ass thing. Watching a band will be like,
You're making me sad.
yeah, no, it sucks shit.
Can you even imagine, like,
But if you look at,
the show, this
if you
year
just
at
look at a
Vino's is gonna
timeline,
be like, oh.
like look at plays, man. Like, yeah, there's plays every day, but in 5 fucking places. And they're the same play for months, It's the same thing over and over and over again. It's like when The Village, when it was the Cinema 150, they had one screen and they'd play like Jurassic Park for 6 months or whatever it was.
Armageddon there.
Yeah, Armageddon. Yeah, there you go.
Old.
Yeah, old. Yeah. Kids are like, what's Cinema 150 and The Village?
I got this new acoustic song about, it starts out talking about the old cave paintings. Somebody realized recently that a lot of what we thought were just like kind of fucked up cave, they'd been messed with. They'd had fingers drug through them, and that they were like distorted from, all this abuse over the years. That a lot of that was actually early 3D or early animation, maybe, in the sense of like where you'd have 2 versions of the same thing really close together to create an action movement, right? And that when the flicker of the flames from your fire would hit,
it would
and
move the characters.
That was the early tripping,
like the spin
back
the wheel,
in the day.
see the horse
would
running.
sit in the cave and watch the pictures move.
Exactly.
So and then all I'm doing on the acoustic for this is like kind of a heartbeat type pop 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 pop. I'm playing chords.
Oh, what a
but
sick
slapping a
idea,
heartbeat
man!
pop to it, and just so it was that idea of like, and I wrote it tripping balls camping
Yeah.
in the woods,
As you
with
should.
all my acoustic stuff, right? And but I was just trying to take it back to what's JP used to have great jokes about. When people were talking about cheating with, drum triggers or this or that, he's like, oh, wait, you guys are using frets? Electron, you plug your amp, you use an amp. What? Get out of here. You're all cheating.
Every time.
We've all innovation is
You're
cheating.
using a digital camera? What, you want to see your work first?
Right.
Dumb bitch. You stink at your job if you can't do it from memory.
So let's take it back to heartbeats and cave paintings that make us
It's been this way forever. It's never a different thing. It's just different things. The story's always the same. There you go. That's a perfect way to, like, we've been doing this since the fucking beginning. Like, and no one's doing that now. And just the same way no one will be going to concerts every Tuesday night. Probably soon. Probably not in our lifetime, but, within 50 years, 100 years for sure, absolutely. It'll be a niche thing. Because you're already plugged in so much. Like, dude, like the phone tells you how much, and you're like, 7 hours a day? What the fuck? I work 9 hours a day. What the fuck am I doing? And then all of it, now you can strap these bitches to your face. Now you can see through them. The Apple glasses just came out, and you can walk around the city with the shit on your head. It's over, dog. It's over. We lost the battle, man.
pretty much all my nightmare scenario movies,
everything,
like dystopian movies that I love and stuff, somewhere involve that contact lens or that thing, where you have this.
It's this big now,
built on, strapped in vision.
Do you remember the first cell phone?
The new Brave New World.
I know, you're done.
That was 30 years ago. 40 now. 40 years ago now.
We're there. We're past it. We're trying to go backwards, but it's probably too late.
It's too late. There's no stopping.
The only positive is when you say that, all right, this showing age is okay, is eventually and finally there's kids making music again.
Oh,
They're
absolutely.
good.
No, and they're fucking killing it.
Way better than we
Like
were.
it's finding
making punk rock,
dude. It's finding an audience of, and they like old shit. Like we were at a show and it wasn't, but DJ was there from Sacrifice, and there was a 16-year-old kid who was in the first band. He's a singer. He's 16 years old, and then he saw DJ. He was like, "Oh my god!" Like having that total like whoa moment. Got a picture, and I just sat there and watched the whole thing and be like, "Cool, man." I'm so glad this is still a thing. This is such an awesome moment to watch.
Good and it's bad because so many of the bands I liked are now still playing music, and I'm like, they're still good, even if we're all 45.
They don't move
50.
around as much as they used to.
And then Norma Jean and POD going on tour together.
Isn't that something? Isn't that something? I saw that. I was like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Norma Jean's about to play some halls, baby. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have to find a date and go.
I don't like much of the rest of the lineup, but
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just go.
but
It's fine.
I did enjoy POD back a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Norma Jean's been great since day one. So.
I bet POD's fucking awesome now because it's not like I'm not like in my own head like it's not heavy enough shit anymore. I'm just like, I bet they fucking rule. I never gave them a chance, but I bet it's awesome.
At this point, they're all in their 50s, so
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Here comes the bone.
Also, the only good thing I'll say about AI in my mind right now where we're at is they're not in robots yet. They are, but they're not awake yet. We can just pour water on that shit and it dies. Like the Signs, that movie Signs, they're just afraid of water, the aliens. Stupidest fucking hook to a movie ever. That bitch-ass movie. But you can go up to a server farm.
Faculty backwards.
M. Night Shyamalan.
You can find a server farm, blow up a dam nearby, and finish that off. Like like water kills it. We're good. So far.
Not the Brondo.
And what are we running out of?
Right.
Land water. Fuck! They knew the whole time. The government's in on it.
Man, I watched so much of the Star Talk with Neil deGrasse Tyson here lately.
Oh,
and
yeah.
My partner absolutely hates it because he just ruins everything
Yes.
that you thought was, magic or whatever, But I love it. And I was watching one the other day that had the very basic realization that I really would have already known if I'd have put much thought into it, that the moon doesn't ever pull the water differently. It's not making a tide go in and out by its action. It's getting an assist from the sun every time, when they line up.
Sure.
And because they just pull the water out on the edges, right?
Yeah, because it's actually like a bulge.
Yeah,
The Earth
yeah,
is like it's bulged out on the
right,
sides.
where it's already
Yeah.
an obloid sphere or whatever they call
Yeah.
it, that kind. And then the water just bulges out in those same directions.
Right.
But the moon is the same distance from us at all times, so it's not ever pulling any differently
Right.
on the water. It's always doing the same
It's just
thing.
its position relative to the
But
sun.
when we line
Interesting.
up all in a straight line, then it's getting that little help out from the sun, pulling it over here too, stretch. Versus when we're all at a 90-degree angle, they kind of come in diagonally and cancel each other out.
It's like one of those when the planets align, the beam comes down kind of
So,
shit.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm just saying we should all start worshiping the sun again, I think. No.
Bring paganism back. You know what else? Ritual sacrifice.
That was a winner. Why
Yeah, yeah.
why did we stop there?
Let's start building pyramids again. Let's start cutting heads off. We need a change.
Crusades, anyone?
Crusades. We need ships. We need axes. AI has come too far. Let's go back to killing ourselves. Let the machines do it.
Yeah.
Oh, benevolent ones. I'm ready for the machine overlords. Fuck it. They're either going to kill us or life's going to be at least easier. Because they don't need bricks broken.
Well,
they don't
it's
need
Wall-E,
anything.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
We don't do anything. We just
I'll sit
ride
on a
around.
ship in space, bro. I'll sit on a ship in space. I don't want to be my bones dissolved, but whatever. It is what it is. You know what? Did you ever watch The Dark Side of Wall-E? The kid who broke it down? That they were only supposed to be gone for X
heard,
amount of
yeah.
time. So they only had enough food for X amount of time.
Yeah.
They're eating people. Ew, dude, in slushy form. Meat. What was the name of that film? Oh, people should go watch it. I think he just quit actually. Film something. Oh fuck, stupid brain.
I just watched basically a remake of Alive recently. You remember that one?
Yeah.
About the,
They remade that.
Yeah, and
First one was good.
fully in French or whatever it would have been, and true to the time.
Yeah.
So it's subbed and everything, but like, oh man, I remember that movie messing with me when I was a kid. That was the first time seeing any kind of cannibalism type thing, and it was young dudes that playing soccer. You want to play? They weren't ready for this. Yeah, they did a nice update of it. I can't remember the name now, but it's pretty brutal.
Updates worry me. I don't like it.
Well, how bad do you want to live?
Pretty bad. Still, we're in there still.
That's what it comes down to.
In both versions, there's a guy, I can't remember his name now, but that's telling a friend of his, and as he knows he's dying soon.
Yeah.
He's like, "You can eat me. It's
Yeah.
okay. Like do what you got to do." And like, I think that's my thought when the plane's going down. Like, please, y'all, just somebody hit me with a rock or something if I'm still flopping around after this. I'm not a survivor in any horror movie you put me. Like, I'm trying to go out first.
See, I am. I feel like I am. Like deep down, it's like I don't want. No, man, I can't do that. Yeah, I got to do it. I got to suffer. Fuck.
Well, unfortunately, I've always said maybe it'll never go that way, but I feel like death will be violent.
Sometimes I wonder. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get like at night in his sleep. He passed away peacefully, surrounded by his family.
I
Nah.
don't think my story ends that way either.
Somebody like, you'll never fucking believe what happened. That's how it's gonna start. He fell, and then just 10 things later. Or it's gonna be something fucking dumb, like I stubbed my fucking toe, got gangrene, I was stubborn, died. Something real fucking. That literally just almost
Go to
happened
the
me.
doctor.
Yeah. Like I
Could've
almost
just
got
went to
that.
the doctor, but,
Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
Yeah, this I remember hearing about like my buddy's mom telling me like one of her best friends in school died because he stepped on a nail, got embarrassed, didn't want to tell anyone, and just didn't speak about it, and fucking died from tetanus. What the fuck? At like 15. Damn.
15.
Yeah. Death from a nail at 15. Ain't that something? Anyway, that part was sad.
Don't even have the good excuse like in the zombie movies or something that when okay, all my friends are about to kill me as soon as they see this, so like I understand why they want to hide it
Right.
for a minute. But,
Oh,
you
so
stepped on a nail, bro. Fucking tell somebody.
Tell somebody.
Like,
Yeah.
that's
No one's
not
going to
even that
kill you.
embarrassing.
You're going to die. Yeah. That's actually a serious wound. You should get that looked at. Like, I don't think anyone would be like, you should just forget about it.
Rub some dirt on it.
Literally, the last 3 nails I've stepped on, I didn't go to the doctor. I'm sitting here saying it out loud, and then I'm like, wait, that's actually me. I've stepped on many a nail. You work construction, dog. You're going to get some nails in your foot. Maybe I'm immune. Wouldn't that be something?
Built up an immunity. It's
To
possible.
rust.
I mean, hey, why not? You know?
To bacteria.
I knew, but you did not know. I've been developing an immunity.
Well, it's like that guy who
poison
let the
for
snakes
years.
bite him. Remember?
Yes.
And slowly dosing myself with iocane for.
That's a flop back to Fred.
Oh, okay. Is
Princess
that one of the
Bride.
samples? Oh, yeah. God, I love that movie. They can't do that. They were going to try to remake that one. I think the internet won that one. Like, you
Yeah.
better not touch it, you dumb bastards.
Any thoughts on the Crow upcoming?
So,
you've seen the pictures.
I know we
right?
do this all the time. It's an internet thing to just shit on everything. But, like, I have to think great actors end up in shit films. They do all the time. But Skarsgård is fucking awesome. I
Yes.
don't think it'll be his fault. I think it'll be the distraction of the look that'll make it probably unwatchable.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to shit on him because I don't think that
I
was.
wish they would have just held off on those photos and let me just go
Or
in
maybe,
with a kind of a clean slate mind.
just show them to someone first. Like, these are our concept
yeah,
art.
Did you have
And let the internet blow up over the
control
concept.
group,
Yeah.
maybe, or something?
I feel like they didn't, because anyone who's a true, but when you're in a room and there's a lot of money involved and there's a lot of people going, oh, what a brilliant idea, Mr. Award-winning director that we hired, and this cast of fucking Oscar-nominated actors. It's kind of hard to be like, does anyone else think this is ass? Because this is ass.
Well, but we also are talking about a movie made in the 90s that we love.
That's true.
Nostalgia is such a huge factor.
Such a
there
huge factor.
because, I've seen a couple brave souls out there on the internet saying, you know what, that was a fucking shit movie. Like, it wasn't even nearly as good as the soundtrack. Y'all are a bunch of idiots. And, you know,
They're like, the first one
torn
sucked
apart,
too,
you know,
nerds.
like- yeah, exactly. And make
beheading. Is that what
you
we
have,
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
to stop and think about it for a second. Like, wait, fuck, I haven't really
Sacrifice,
watched in a
get up
few
the
years
mountain.
now. Like, is it still gonna hold up? And you know, and the guy died on set, you know, in the middle of
Yeah.
filming. So we all give it a little bit extra.
I think people who
leeway
are
or
attached to
whatever.
that definitely give it more. You're like, you
Yeah.
don't understand. And it was such a big deal at the time.
soundtrack as well.
That's true. That's
And
true.
I've went back and watched
soundtrack
the
was a
second
bop.
one recently, and which gets a lot of shit.
I liked
but,
the second
like,
one.
I get
don't know
get
what-
people's people's general opinion there of like this one was not nearly as good as what we were expecting from the first one, and to what the soundtrack held up to.
Mm.
You know, there's like kind of outshined in that aspect. And I went back and
Okay.
watched it for that scene of the Deftones playing live,
Uh-huh.
the Dos Muertos parade, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
that was just one of the most fantastic things there. But really, it was a solid movie. It
liked
held
it.
up. You know, I even liked the shitty. You know, what was it? I think the fourth one had Furlong in
Yes,
it.
yes, so you're
The
skipping the third
Terminator
one, though.
kid, right? Well, yeah, we don't need to talk about all of them.
even the Lord skips the third one.
'Cause I will agree. I'll skip the third and go to Furlong. that one wasn't awful, but
Did anybody see the TV series?
No.
It was fucking trash. Oh, it was
That's
so
what
trash.
they do. That's
But,
what they do.
And I've watched that actor in a couple other things too. Eric Bana, I think, is in it, or something like that. And he was all right. It wasn't his fault. It was just.
I feel like a lot of times it's seldom like, it's not just one person ruining a fucking film.
Right.
It's,
And like I said, we know Skarsgård's not about to go.
Right.
Like none of the Skarsgård.
but we all
brothers
know
would
how
go
it goes.
just
I do the
ruin
same
it.
thing with writing music. You got your friends, you're in a room together, you're writing a song, you're like, this is so fucking sick. And then you hear it back after you record it and you go, we've been playing this for 5 years. This song is pure shit.
Is that what y'all been hearing this?
Yeah. And here we thought it was good because the bridge was sick. Like, we're held on to the bridge.
I ain't got one real friend that would look me in the eye and be like,
None of
"That's
y'all
dog
told
shit."
me. Just in the studio,
Walk around
mad.
this with my teeth all fucking night.
Yeah, it's that. It's that, dude. I got a boogie in my nose you didn't tell me.
y'all just let me go out there like this.
That's what it is. And those, and then of course with budgets, you just don't want to, you're like, oh no, we have to get people in here. We can't lose all this money. It's Ugly Sonic. But that was CGI. They could fix him, and they did, and that movie rules. Both of them are great.
Right with you.
We're getting a third one, and I'm fucking stoked as shit for it. But you can't do that with live people. What are they gonna do? Go throw clothes on him? Actually, you can. Actually, wait. I'm wrong. No, they can. Well, he's got a Joker body. It's kind of the comparison, and it's very apt, honestly. And actually, he looks more like
mumble rap tattoos.
that South American band that was
the
popular, or
mullet,
South
people,
African band that was popular for a while with the girl
Oh,
D. Antwoord. It looks just like him.
Is it D?
Die Antwoord?
I've been saying
It might be
that
Die
for
Antwoord. Who
20
gives a
years.
fuck? I mean, they're wild people anyway. Turns out they have
yeah,
like
but
a
they got a lot of trouble. So
dude. They had like a slave child.
yeah.
Yeah, they're fucked.
Oh man,
Yeah.
but like, and so I've always had this problem, or maybe a good thing. I don't know how you want to look at it, but of being able to kind of separate art from an artist.
Yes.
As long as I'm not continuing to fund them, once I realize
It's the art
they're
out
a
previous.
trash person,
Yeah.
like, okay, cool, I'll buy your shit used from somebody else.
Sure.
But Chappie,
Thanks,
can
eBay.
we talk about Chappie?
Chappie.
Because have you seen that?
Oh, yeah.
Like, god damn, that was like one of the most beautiful and amazing movies.
I
ever.
liked Chappie a lot. People hated on it so
And
much, but I own
to
it.
compare that to
Yeah.
their music was so like.
Well, their music is straight.
Who helped y'all make this?
I just, but they got
Fortunately, I'm
popular
lost
as
on
fuck.
this one.
You haven't seen Chappie? Or yeah.
I own it. It's good. I
You
liked
gotta-
it, man.
you
I
gotta
liked it.
watch
It's a very nice story. And honestly, now without them in it, it would have been better just because of the whole thing. It's just like, man, fuck y'all, dude. Slave kids? What the fuck? Yeah, that's true too. They do spin the narrative around at the end there. And then Hugh Jackman is awesome, of course, because he's fucking Hugh Jackman.
That's the first thing I actually really truly liked him, man. I for a while I was just like, I'm not feeling it.
Oh,
You don't like comic book movies.
Yeah, I'm not into the.
Oh, no, I'm a full nerd.
MCU, DCU.
Yeah.
Oh, give me Wolverine for days.
Baker's like, I'm actually
You'll
cool,
watch,
dude.
You'll watch him in the next one though, because he's with Deadpool.
Yeah, that one's gonna be fucking
Yeah, see,
unhinged. Bro, he talked in the commercial about pegging Disney. In the commercial. On the fucking Super Bowl, dude. They did the Red Band trailer. He goes, I'm used to pegging, but Disney isn't. Are you fucking... How much... Guys, how much trouble is Disney in that they let Ryan Reynolds talk about butt fucking them on a fucking Super Bowl? Do you know how much trouble they're in?
Walt would be rolling over in his grave, but he's scared to expose that booty hole.
They wouldn't even admit that they owned companies that made rated R films. Right? And now they're like, yeah.
We never mind.
Deadpool is butt fucking us. We need Hugh Jackman. I want to see the size of those paychecks, dude.
Like, hey, we read the room.
Yeah,
we
we read
guys
the
are into.
You know what? You're right.
Butt stuff.
Even Disney is like, we fold. Here's your butt stuff.
We won, guys.
We won. Hell yeah, dude. Booty holes for everyone. Holy shit. Oh, man. That was awesome.
But Baker probably missed that commercial. He just didn't watch Super Bowl.
Well, I see your shirt. I just noticed your shirt.
Yeah.
Are you a 49ers guy? Oh, no, you're good.
Fuck no. No, sorry, but fuck the 49ers too.
It's like I hate them all.
If you want to be real and look, see, it's like navy blue and silver.
Is
'Cause
that
I'm
the
that hoe ass, so I'm a Cowboy fan.
a Cowboys fan? I was like, let me guess. Black and silver is the Raiders. That's where I was going.
Well, my homeboy's wearing that shirt because for
Does
the
it
Super
also
Bowl,
say fuck the Chiefs?
we made 3 shirts for 3 different guys who like 3 different football teams, but all agree, fuck the Chiefs.
Okay.
See, people are gonna hate me now. you
No,
know?
it's fine. It's fine.
I'm letting him do a football song.
People
for
do get-
Fred.
People do get like
We've forgotten about it both until just now, I think. But
the football song.
we had a cool sample idea for like the fight song thing, and then you were telling me about some Fred football player. Was it Razorback?
Ah.
Maybe or
Oh shit! Now I don't.
we'll have to get back around to it.
That
but
Fred is lost, but yes, there was a Fred and there was a story.
It was a great sound clip or something. Interview.
I
Yes.
fucking love
It's
the
like
idea of the
showing
Fred
everybody
band.
or something.
Something of that. God,
See? Doo-doo-doo.
this is a problem with Fred.
Warning.
Is Fred is discussed in so many aspects of what we could do.
Right. It's all the what
Like,
ifs.
Could we get away with this? Would people pay?
I would at least once. I
Well,
like
then all the amazing Freds of where it's like, we need to do that Fred, but there's not a catalog. But God, we got to at least do that one song.
do a like a singles album, like act like they were hits on other albums, call it like deep cuts or something, you know? Five Nights at Freddy's. And do a 5-track EP that's just 5 different Freds. Yeah.
Oh shit!
There you go. Problem solved.
You might have.
Like artwork.
There you go, see?
Animatronics. All these
Yes.
You might have just hit that for us.
This is my favorite shit to do, dude. Fucking spitballing ideas is one of my absolute favorite things to do. Me and Kurt will spend hours in here. Yeah.
We had no music, and we already had like 15 jokes.
Uh-huh.
You know, like,
Yeah, that's how it works.
like,
You want to write the song? Yeah, we'll do it later.
yeah,
Anyway.
Well, I mean, we've probably both said this story before, but I mean, you had 3 dudes that worked together and spent every day having to hang out together.
And a lot of nights because of the shows and stuff, too.
Oh yeah, and then just the way we work anyway, there'd be a lot of alcohol involved after hours and legal substances now, but maybe not then. That involved, turn into let's make a band.
Yep.
And it was, because the original drummer, Erickson Skinner, none of the three of us ran in the same, music, per se.
Especially
all
on
heavy
Erickson.
stuff, but way different brands.
Way different brands. Erickson ran in that weird eclectic club, that strange stuff. It's good as fuck, though, man. I miss that dude drumming around here.
Oh, man.
He's a hell of a drummer.
And, honestly, I just miss, working with him, too, and him being like, hey, did you check out this band, Or did you hear that? Or even just, did you listen to the new Macedon? I'm like, well, fuck, no, I didn't. He's like, you're about to.
Yeah.
And next thing I know, I'm being influenced.
You're over in the corner like, I fucking like Mastodon. God damn it.
No, they did that to me because I'm over here leaning toward just hardcore and stuff. And then it was like, well, I can't do that to them every day. And so then they basically introduced me to so many more doom stoner bands that I'm like,
I completely
like
relinquished my rights to picking the radio. Because I can listen to anything. I don't really give a shit.
Oh, as Pantheon, I'm sure they're fucking sick of me driving us lately. I got a new van for all the bands. Actually, I Van Hathaway is her name. She is gorgeous. She's classy. She's everything you want.
I love it, dude.
Van Hathaway. Like a 2003, maybe.
You got to do it like a boat. Get it
E350.
pinstriped on the ass end. Van
Yeah.
Hathaway.
Yes.
In a Ahoy font.
Right.
it can be done.
Yeah. And but yeah, so I've been driving Pantheon around the last handful of shows, and have we haven't used it yet. But yeah, it's gonna be the new all band. Anyway, I'm still filling it out. I'm still behind the wheel a lot. Even I'm the one guy in the band without a license. I'm like, I got this. I don't worry. And
Allegedly.
I know, it was like the one thing. You can't say.
I don't think any cops listen to this.
You'd
be all right.
Come
And even
get
if they
me.
did, you got to find them first, yeah. And by come, I mean come.
Oh, we're both gonna come.
Yeah.
I'm about to get sued by Anne Hathaway.
That would be sick.
Fred
Fred will be famous. Or
No, but
Pantheon.
see, Fred, we've already said this. We were waiting on the
yeah, I need a cease and desist. That was my initial fear with this band. Is that we're gonna step on some toes, reason some
If
samples.
they
and some
crossed
things.
their path, they would immediately
But
send you a cease
now
and
it's a
desist.
goal. Now
Yes.
it's a goal. Now I need a savage.
You start dropping
letterhead.
it at Universal Records posts on Facebook. You're like, check out this band, Friend Savage.
Yeah,
It's
be
got his
careful with the
face on
hashtags
it.
and stuff. But it's coming, and it's gonna be a great day. I mean, I don't know what we'll do after that.
We do have the shirt with him cooking human parts.
yeah. Oh yeah, we might get hit for defamation, slander,
dude, that's awesome.
all kinds of libel and stuff. It's a goal now. It's become a goal.
Oh my god, that's awesome, dude. Fred Savage cooking and eating humans. That's great.
Well, he's just cooking them, and they ate them. I just said he cooked them.
He's a chef.
Savage ears
On the grill.
On the grill.
That was
Nice
originally
thigh
supposed
steaks.
to just be a Kingsford parody shirt
For the charcoal?
traffic. Yeah. And then years later we didn't do it, and then years later it was like, hey, let's.
That's weird because we had
Could we put Savage in?
we were gonna do a My Hands to War shirt. We wanted to bring back scene style shirts for a little bit. So we had one. It was like a shark eating a bowl of soup, and then the soup, it was blood soup, but it was alphabet blood soup. It said My Hands to War in it, and bright colors, neon, all that shit.
I've seen that actually.
Yeah, scene style. And then the other one we did for our Halloween show. It was like a zombie. It was Frankenstein holding a zombie head, and tongue was all out and shit. It was badass. And then the last design we had was this bull. It was the reverse, but he was butchering a human instead of us butchering him. It was just said My Hands to War in all bloody letters across the front. And then I got done. I collaborated with somebody. He would sketch them out, and then I would get on my iPad and do all the line work and color everything. And got done, and I was like, this is a bit much.
No.
It just didn't fit that band, right? So maybe I could bring it back with a different one, but it was.
I did a black metal Adam Fawcett shirt one time, man. It's never too much.
That's fair.
We could always go one further.
I still got to hit up merch, man. We want to do
It's one of his best sellers ever.
We want to do a death metal crashcast shirt with the logo, with big, and it comes in all tree branchy and all that. I want to do one of those. Man, I forgot to hit him back up. Oopsie.
On the list.
Just the artwork. Just need the artwork done. Well, you know, if you want to fucking do stuff, you got to make merch. Even a podcast has merch, and that's weird.
Getting the advantage of being Fred.
Right? Remember those?
Hey.
It's the advantage of being Fred. We have a whole merch guy that can do all of it.
Apparently, this is 5 years old.
Yeah. Jeez.
That is fucking nuts.
It is about right, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be. The fucking pandy, it threw off my whole perception of whatever it is. Like, what is 5 years ago? That's a lifetime ago, right?
Time doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense
at all anymore.
Well, you had the whole year of chaos.
Just did nothing.
That was the COVID year.
You went to work and then went home.
Yeah.
I'm not used to that at all.
And it just screwed up everybody's lives. Nobody knows what year it is or how long it's been anymore.
Did you say 2024? It sounds fake. Oh, it's 2024. Shut up. Wait, it is 2024. Fuck.
What to have to stop and think about 2019 was 5 years ago. That's disgusting. Are you
Disgusting.
kidding me? Like I threw up in my mouth a little bit. Not
like
just, you know, somebody I saw something that is like 20 or ever since the year 2000 turned 20, it's just been wild and fuck out. You know,
oh
like,
shit.
I'm like, oh. If you think about the year 2000 as a person, if you know personify that,
Dude, we were in like 11th grade.
Like,
What the fuck?
oh, it's 20 something now. Of course, it's a fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but see, I go to this with it. You know, love you, Tristan.
Oh, I don't want. See, yeah, his babies he had when I met him were full-grown adults
humans,
with their
yeah.
own babies now.
Yeah, that's when he said 2000. So my youngest was born in 2000.
Jesus. Well, your youngest is 24 years old? Man.
Almost, not quite.
Still.
April.
Yeah, I mean, it's like.
Well,
a month
my
away.
other one has a whole grandbaby that's over a year now. So I got a whole grandbaby.
You're a grandpa?
I'm a grandpa.
You're a heavy metal grandpa?
Papa Smurf, baby.
Oh, shit. He got it tattooed on his body. That's not your base.
It's not my base. Thank you, Germ, for drawing my base, but that's not my base. Yeah.
It kind of has like a Warwick vibe. Yeah, it looks good. Damn, dude, you got it on your body.
Yes. Things change. I got that one. I covered something up that nobody knows about.
I have an old man throwing a snowball. It's like none of my shit is like, it's all just made up. Who cares?
Yeah. I'm not one to talk about.
Here's a Ritz cracker.
The importance of
I don't know the rib cage though.
You're running out of space, aren't you? Oh yeah. My next one I want is a Pabst Blue Ribbon with a mullet and sunglasses. Yeah. What? Yeah.
It was
I wanted to say Pabst Powered Fuck Machine in 80s high peak font. Like this. Boom, boom.
It's
Brian Bosworth on a beer.
painting somewhere.
It's a solid tattoo.
Venue around here that has PBR Nader or something. You know, it's like
Yeah.
a can that's dancing.
Uh-huh.
And it had a great name for it, whatever it was, but it was that.
You can't go wrong.
It was an actual photo of me at Midtown,
And we're
probably, or something. I don't know.
Getting fucking older, and I just want to have like a small midlife crisis, especially now. Like I was already kind
You
of
can have a little one as a
doing
treat.
one, you know, as a treat. You know, never really. Oh well, no, I take that back. I did some pretty wild shit. I did a lot of wild shit actually.
My red Corvette, if you will.
Mhm.
I just dropped I shouldn't say this, but I fell into a little bit of money by accident and wasn't expecting it, and should have paid a whole bunch of bills and everything. But I was like, I need some new guitars.
Hell
and
yeah,
I put
dude.
about
Fuck them bills.
between a new guitar and a new bass, about $2,600, probably $3,000 if I count shipping and everything. Yeah,
That's
and then
the
spent
baby.
almost another $3,000 on a van, and
That-
an old piece of crap van that I'm, but it was exactly what I needed in this moment, like because we've been sitting here playing around this town for
Long
7
time, dude,
fucking
yeah.
years now. Like it's time to take the shit on the road, right?
Well, there's only two ways to go about it. You either stay here and do that, break up, or go out on the road and do shit.
And
Not a lot of
also,
options.
my left-handed options have increased tenfold since the last time I was here.
shit.
That came up on the last
Yeah.
one. That you know, you did. As a lefty, you walk in Guitar Center. You still do. You walk in Guitar Center and you get
There's
like
one.
3 or 4 maybe
Right.
possible.
And
you
they're
know,
all shit
Drassen
looking.
balls, and and they're like they didn't even have a single lefty acoustic the last time I walked in there. And that's usually where, like, I just want to play Martin or something, So, but no, nothing. Anyway, though, you can order literally anything you want online now, and there's so many little niche companies that are like, yeah, fuck it, I'll make a left-handed for the same price. Why not? I'm doing them all custom anyway or whatever.
Right.
So, you got me a really nice LTD.
Fuck yeah.
Grid and a really nice Spectre bass for Pantheon now. That
Both left.
first time spending any real money on the instrument, it was just kind of like that. Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah.
Oh, it plays good out of the box? What?
I've been talking shit about people for years that spend
Dude,
any
I
kind of
did it
money
too.
on anything because I've watched Lucy Spiller take like a guitar that nobody would pay $10 for and just make it sing like nothing else, and and that misinformed me as a young man. That like, well, shit, it doesn't matter what I play on.
That's
I just
right.
need to get better.
Nirvana did that to me too.
But then you do also
Playing on
you hit a
junk.
point where you plateau on that cheap junk,
right.
like where it is actually holding you back at some point. Man, yeah, just the difference of like,
Well, just the fatigue that
good
cheap
feeling.
instruments give you from having to play them harder is enough to switch up.
The best was the first Fred practice, the new guitar, and you're sitting there going, "Where's that noise? It is quiet. Where's the noise?"
There's no hum. Yeah.
like, what happened to that god awful thing that used to always be in the background?
Oh, it's soldered well. Oh, there's solder in this one. Yeah.
You telling me a ground wire just did all that? Fuck.
It's been a bad input jack this whole time.
Actually, me and Mario's first comment after the first song was, "I can really hear you clearly today."
That's hilarious. Dude, there's my whole thing now is like guitars, it's $1,000 or more. I used to be like, dude, $400 or less. You don't need all that shit. And then I played a custom shop, H Telly, and I was like, God damn, that's good.
I'll still always have the desire to find the like $75 pawn shop guitar
Hits
and rebuild
sure.
it
Yeah.
into something like that, but I know I will never
But
have
even
the
that is
capability.
set up good. It's
and I'll spend way more
Right.
than $1,000 trying, so I might as well just like
now
find something.
that's all I can do.
Now that I can actually
Yeah.
find things I like, and but
But
I
also,
think when I walked
turns
in, even
out-
I was still wearing a sweatband.
Yeah.
And I got both the new guitar and bass I got have this sandblasted finish that looks
sexy.
gorgeous.
Absorb
But
sweat.
After my first two night stand, back to back Pantheon shows down in Louisiana.
Oh, yeah.
I came home and you can still see a little bit of the mark there, but it was like it tore the fuck out of my wrist, just the
From
texture
the rough finish. Oh,
of it. And I was like, oh
shit.
damn, I got to go back to sweatbands now.
Wristbanding it.
But also probably a good idea to not sweat the fuck all over this.
I mean,
$1,300
yeah.
guitar.
The last one I bought was the LTD, the black metal. It's like a Firebird style, I think that's what they call that. That thing is so fucking sick. It's a baritone. Oh my god, I'm
Yeah,
never
this
going.
one too.
I'm never going back.
Man,
I love that guitar so much.
And there was one awkward practice where I first busted out, and I was like, because I was doing a lot of vocals too, so I can't really look
reach is
at where I'm
different.
playing.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I had to go. I had to stretch just a little bit
Dude,
further.
Same shit happened
But
to me.
after a few weeks of that, I
Yep.
tried to pick my Schecter back up, and I was like,
You're
"Oh,
like,
this
why is it
tiny
tiny
little baby guitar,
little baby frets. Yeah. Let me tickle you, little baby Fred. Yeah, it's that way for me
It's
too.
like swinging a bat with weights on it,
That's picking up a 4-string for me at this point.
I bet. We've been rocking a 5er for a hot
That's
minute.
all I've played since
Yeah.
the last time I played 4-string is when I was a kid.
There you go.
So when I came back around, it's been nothing but a 5-string. And when I picked up a 4, I'm like, this is really small.
I'm still like a 4-string bass loyalist. I've just only ever owned 4s. I like it, but 5 in heavy, it just adds so much more heavy. That top fucking string does so much.
What did we say for Rogers? We may have been tuned down.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, we're going just stupid caveman
G flat.
slams for Rogers. So we're like, yeah, maybe it's time to, because even with the 5 and 7 strings, we've been in. We've just been doing drop A, you know. So like we're pretty much in standard tuning.
So just a step down.
Just with the low string,
Right.
and only being a step down, you know. So or half whatever it is.
Well, because it's that'd be
no, you're right. It wouldn't, yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we're drop. We're like drop D was back in the day.
Yes.
When everybody's playing standard, you know, we're that level of dropped, but we've never went stupid low with it. Beyond that, even
it's fun.
even
though.
playing in the fives instead of strings. I'm like, well, maybe we'll beef up strings a little bit and drop down to F or G. I don't even know. And I'm taking the kids to violin lessons here lately.
Cool.
And they don't kick me out of the room, so I'm learning so much. For the first time in my life.
You're just in the corner like,
yeah. I'm like, oh no, yeah.
Can you say that last?
Yeah. It's not about me. It's not about me. I know. I'm sorry. But man, yeah.
Mr. Baker, would you like to join? Mr.
That's my father. He's dead. So
Mine too, dude. Is your dad alive?
My pops is still alive. Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
great man.
Damn, dead dad.
He
club.
getting old, but he's still around.
How old is he? He's got to be pretty old.
Shit, I'm about to put out there that I can't be exact. Like, born in like 44.
Ooh wee, yeah. He's kissing 80. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's at least 25. That's at least like 7 years, dude.
So yeah, a long time ago when you start saying them numbers.
Wow. I don't want to live that long, dude. I don't think. Is he still healthy?
Yeah. No,
Healthy-
health-wise
healthy.
good. Just
Yeah.
like get your ass out of the chair. If you listen to this, get your ass out of the chair.
That's what it is. Yep. You get, man, chairs are super comfortable now.
Because if I share it, he'll probably listen to it. So get your ass out of the chair.
What's his name?
Clint.
Get off the shitter now. Time to do stuff. Go do the dishes.
Well, because mom's like a year or two younger than him, but she still runs with my sisters and goes to like the zoo, does all the shit.
Dude, the older they get, they run all around. Going to do the errands and go to fucking Walmart and grocery shop every day now.
Although it's scary to ride with her. That's
I ain't no fucking way she's driving. Mom, get in the back.
Mom was awesome. She picked me up and was helping me out when I was down a car, but it was some scary moments.
You're just over there like just holding on to the fucking thing. If I can see it coming, I can escape.
Literally, a dude passed us on the shoulder of a 3-lane freeway.
Oh man, of a 3-lane freeway.
He decided.
Was it me?
Like, it was so frustrating because I'm like, for one, like, this is my mom that's driving, so it pisses me off that you're passing us on the fucking shoulder. But also, it's a 75 and she's going 65.
That's not that much slower. 65. It's like just wait, like some cars pass you to get by.
Well, yes, but you know,
If it's
people
like
have
30
no fucking patience anymore in the world. So there was a
Oh,
diesel next
hell
to him,
no.
so he went on the shoulder.
Oh,
to
I
pass us.
see. Yeah.
It was me driving. I would have chased his. Never mind.
Yeah. No. I got you. Trust me.
Legend.
Look, dude, I didn't kill him. Okay, just had a conversation.
Well, that goes back to the when we were starting. I was going to
Think of it like sign language.
and tell you the Fred story from that show we played with you guys.
Oh yeah.
And so upstairs there was.
Wait, Kurt, hold on. Let me pee first.
Oh.
Then tell the story. Kurt.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, what's unfair is I kind of got to go, so I got.
You gotta go.
Let's talk more about this and talk about waterfalls and sing.
Waterfalls.
I'm not on that level. It's okay.
How much we all love the Arkansas River and
Hey, dude, it's almost floating season. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
And that's a thing. I didn't know it was a thing for the last 3 or 4 years.
You become a floater.
I've become a floater.
I do the what's the river?
Well, let's see. We do the Caddo and Illinois. 'Cause
Okay.
we float the Caddo and usually kayak the Illinois. And like,
I used to love kayaking when I was younger. That shit was so fun.
I am okay with it, but I've also, God, they'll hear
Canoes
this too.
are
They'll
too
take-
unstable.
I've had shitty trips myself personally because I suck on a kayak.
Okay.
I've lost my
Okay.
phone multiple times because I'm a
Ooh.
dumbass.
Gotta bring
Uh,
those dry bags. Yeah.
Well, I had to drive back, thank
Yeah.
God. That's why everybody fucks with me because I have lost this phone in Vegas,
Okay.
on the river twice.
Yeah.
That's the same phone.
Really? You've lost it, but you always find it.
It's always came back to me.
Okay, that's impressive.
Not everything that was in the dry bag came back to me every time, but so my favorite dugout did not make it back to me one time.
uh,
But Other times, everything that was in the bag did make it back to me.
It's kind of. I feel like it's like hard to steal someone's phone these days with like how much secure they are. So it's like, what's even the
kinda
point?
pointless,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's so locked down. Phones.
Oh, phones, yeah.
Like it's very hard to like steal someone's phone these days.
What's the point? You can't.
And get any use out of it.
They shut them down immediately. I can go from my watch and just wipe that whole thing out of existence. Is it dead?
No.
Did you ever start the recording?
I don't know. I know this one did. That's all that matters.
Well, this is our backup, so if this fails, we have right now till the end of the pod.
We've never had to use it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's true. If you gotta go, go, bro.
I think I can tell the story and then go and then let
Okay, yeah. I want to hear the story.
Because the story is actually just really not that long.
Was that y'all's first show?
Mm,
I know it was both of ours bands, like
early on.
really
but it wasn't
early.
yeah, it wasn't our first show.
Parlor, I think, was the first.
Yeah, Parlor was definitely the first.
Space.
Out of space.
that's a 500 gigabyte phone.
I was trying to find a riff for the new song earlier, and I think I accidentally deleted it.
Motherfucker,
because
dude.
of all these videos. I was like, I gotta go. I told myself, like, first on the song the other day, I remember.
It was 2 months ago. Was the other day?
The other day, yeah.
The other day, like I said.
This is the other day.
Yeah.
There was some other days in between now and then.
And we also skipped like the last 3 weeks. Yeah.
So what was the story?
No. So it was just we were talking about earlier, and like he had got at that point he had a couple beers that night. We played. He had a migraine headache the whole time, pretty much. So he was miserable. Stuck around. You guys finished. Everybody was hanging out for it. He went to the car and was pretty much crashed out in the car. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, me and Erickson were having we were having a good time. We hung out, everybody. We were having our beers and we were doing our thing. And so we went out and we were sitting in my vehicle. And we were having a few more beers because we took some in our pockets for the exit. Allegedly. Hey, I didn't say I drove anywhere. I just said we went out there.
Yeah.
And so we're hanging out in the car because, and we decide to partake in another substance that is legal. You have a card. But I do have a card. But so as we do that, we're not paying attention. All of y'all left. Even homeboy that put the
Yeah.
show on.
Yeah, we were all gone.
Everybody was gone.
Y'all were out in that back parking lot?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
There was nobody there but Baker in his car asleep, me and Erickson in my vehicle doing what we were doing, enjoying finishing the night off.
Just looking at the moon, okay?
So we're finishing our beers and everything and just talking, and all of a sudden headlights hit us. And
That's not what you want to see in Hot Springs, dude.
As the headlights hit us, the first thing they do is hit Baker in the face. So he's got a migraine. He's not drunk. Let me if you know Baker, Baker was sober.
Right.
He had a migraine, but if personally, even I could say that did not look like a person that was sober because he's like,
especially from a
when
distance
the
in
light,
the car. Yeah.
lights hit him. He's he's covering his face. He's giving him the go to hell look.
I think that's just a natural response to that, though.
I agree.
I wonder whether they're always like, what are you looking at? It's like, do you not see how bright this shit is? Or y'all all blind?
It's
Yeah.
weirder if I just stare into the
Yeah.
Well, were you there when the alarm went off, or had you already left? Because
No, I
as
think
they
I
were
think
locking
I
up,
was- I think I was there.
yeah, as
I
they were
was
locking
there.
up, the alarm went off.
Yeah, yeah.
He went back in and reset it.
Yes. Is that what they were coming
That's
for?
why they were there.
Come on.
So as they show up, they're there because the alarm went off,
And
and
y'all are out
there's
back.
us sitting out back.
Fuck.
So of course, as soon as they pull in, hey, this goes to. I guess so. I'm not going to incriminate myself. So first thing I did was looked at because I see him pulling out. I looked at Erickson. I said, "Stay in the car." So I left my beer, got out, and started walking toward them. And he's pretty much says, "Hey, what are you doing here?" So I say, "Hey, we're a band. We just played a show here. We're from Little Rock. We're hanging out for a little while before we drive home." Like, yeah, he said, "Well, we had a call alarm and everything." His buddy comes up behind him, gets out, goes, walks
Yeah.
around the building, does the thing, comes back, says everything's clear. And the whole time, me and the guy having talking, he asks like what the band said, what's the band name, does the whole thing. He's cool. He's not being a dick whatsoever. We have a whole discussion. His guy comes back, says everything's good. My story checks out, whatnot. He goes get in his car. Another guy says, "Well, y'all gonna hang out here for a while?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Good, because I can smell that alcohol on you."
Yeah.
So I'm like, yes, sir. We're gonna stay here. Which I actually had a room down the road. Like I did not have to drive.
Oh,
home.
okay. I was like, damn, you sleep in the parking lot?
No,
'Cause I
I
totally would have
actually-
just went to bed.
I had a room down the road. Erickson was riding with Baker, so it wasn't like we were. Again, I didn't do anything actually illegal.
I was being a good boy.
I had a room right around the corner.
I forgot all about the alarm thing. Damn.
Yeah.
You
So
got a
everybody
good-ass
bounced.
memory,
All
dude.
of y'all were gone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, because it was a oh fuck, I'm going to jail moment.
That's fair. I don't ever forget mine.
Yeah.
I was in handcuffs at that fucking show once. Like, damn, dude,
Well,
this sucks.
That's what I imagined was coming. It was fuck, I'm going to jail.
I never loaded a trailer by physically throwing everything inside of it, but that night I did.
Well, I had a feeling like if they would have walked to the Jeep.
Dude, Baker, I'm not lying.
Going to
Like
jail.
taking a cabinet and full fucking force chucking it into the fucking trailer. Fuck! I was so mad. God, that was so many years ago. That was in Texarkana. Fun stuff.
Shout out to Dylan Bradley.
He's trying to rebuild it, man. They're trying to put a music scene back in Texarkana. Yeah. Well, so there's a.
As long as we don't have to stay at the house we here, you got me over here with the mic.
So there was
As long as we
a.
don't stay in the house we stayed in.
There's a dive bar there, and they.
Talking Hope or
Yeah, because we went. That was the last time we played Texarkana.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many years ago was that?
Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was early Mario joining the band, so like we've been doing this band.
Long time, dude.
Mario had just joined just before the last time I was here, so yeah, he's got about
5-6 years.
at least 4 years ago,
Yeah.
probably.
Isn't it fun how time just flies on by? Sigh.
No, it's not.
See you, time. Bye. Bye, fella. Like, we should be like 300 episodes in, and we're just now kissing. We're just now kissing.
I'm with you.
What, almost 200? Yeah, we're closing in on 200.
This
This will be 184. This is the next one after the one I just did. 181 comes out tomorrow or Tuesday. 2, 3, yeah.
We're like super far ahead because I'm about to.
Yeah, we're a month, so this won't come out for like 3 weeks. So we're banking episodes, but
Actually, it's perfect because we're.
Yeah.
he gets to go to work, and I get 2 Sundays off, which you know what that means? Yard work,
Yeah, blisters.
sticks and lawnmowers and leaf blowers, and my neighbor thought it'd be a good idea today at 6:30 to just start shooting guns, and I was like, that's a bold time, because I have a gun too, and mine's a lot louder than whatever he's using, and I want to go outside at 5 in the fucking morning, dickhead. You going to the bathroom?
I am.
All
My
right.
story ended.
Oh, careful.
Well, there's
Careful. The grandpa over here.
Hey, you know.
Gonna have to get you an acoustics guitars.
What are you, fucking frail or something? Is that weird that you're in a band with a grandpa?
It is. It's weird that like I've dated grandmas. In the last few
We're
years and
that
stuff.
age, dude.
Like that. That's just that's a whole thing. You
Well,
have
how old's
to
your kid?
accept
16?
now, 13.
13?
Yeah, he hates me.
So you're like,
like
you're like
it's
what?
perfect. you know,
5 years
exactly
away
what
from
it's supposed
also
to be.
possibly being a grandpa if things are time adjacent.
I hope he'll hold off for a little while like I did. I think I was 26 when he was conceived, and so that would be cool if if I could.
26 is
Yeah,
kind of
that's what I
normal,
mean. Like
actually. Yeah.
if I could get to like 50s before I have to deal with being grandpa, that'll feel right.
Like, I don't want to be
think.
grandpa at
nothing's
43
gonna
years
feel
old.
right.
Yeah.
But exactly.
Yeah.
Like I'm 39 right now. I'm
I'm
just
still
like it could be any day.
dealing with my own shit.
It could literally be any day.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being a grandpa at 44.
And I know girls younger than me that are grandmas, and unfortunately,
it
was,
happens.
Yeah, seemed like maybe a little more common for that with the
You know, I know
the
I have
mother
friends that
and
had
everything.
kids at like 16.
right.
So it's
right.
like-
That's a
you
lot
know,
of
their kids
in
are
our
fucking-
early 30s.
Yes.
Some of our peers were becoming grandparents.
Their kids are like 27 now.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck?
We're gonna have to accept it soon that like we are that age that like it's not even weird anymore.
But that shit just sneaks the fuck up on you. What the fuck, dude? I literally can just close my eyes. There I am in your venue. My friend's band is playing. It's all good.
But
And
neither one of y'all hit 40 yet, right?
I
So
got
you're
a
close.
month.
You're
Got
both
a
willing.
couple
Yeah.
months, yep.
Yeah. You fucking fucked.
If we count womb time, I'm there, baby.
You're fucked. You're fucked.
Yeah.
'Cause when I'm 45, about to be, and so that
Wow.
that 40.
It's just weird how it got here.
Fuck 40.
I blinked.
Yeah.
I was like, achoo, shit.
That's 40 realization. That's
I got wrinkles on my face. I got these things now, the edge of the eyeballs, you know? The little crow's boys. That shit's growing in nice anyway. Getting my 40-year-old eyes growing in.
Sorry.
Vision's not as good as it used to be. Hearing is fucking completely shot. I don't know how y'all are doing in the hearing department. My shit's fucked.
I'm just really just starting to get a lot of that
Tinnitus, yep.
that shit, coming in like kind of at random times. You know, it's never seems related to the music because
Dude.
I never notice it at shows or just after shows or anything. But just
mine's full time
it'll
now.
hit me now.
Mhm. Like it's right now. I can hear it right now.
I
It's
just- I feel
always.
like it's
I think that's because I took a break.
building
I don't
to
have
that.
bro. I don't have the hearing.
I never took a break, and we practice. We were practicing pre-pandemic 2-3 times a week, and then I had 4 bands, so it was like all the time, multiple bands a
Now
week.
we realize who in the room can't hear.
It's me.
No.
No, it's
No.
me for sure.
Well, yeah.
Admittedly so.
Both guys who say we've had 3 or 4 bands at a time in multiple practices every week, all the time. That's
Might be something to it.
Might be.
I got some new plugs recently, but they're weird. They have like an extra metal ring that
Is it the
attaches.
loop?
Yes, the loop.
How do they
I
work,
got some
dude?
of those.
I was literally
and
just looking at those last night at Vino's.
I just thought I was like, you know what? It just kind of like it looks cool. It's a different design theory,
Yeah.
at least. Like, let's give it a shot, see what happens. Because I've never had any good luck, even with really nice earplugs
They
that
all
are
suck.
that are meant for music and everything.
Yes.
It's still just like no,
Cuts
I
out
can't
too
do
much.
nothing.
It does.
That's
And
why
But I finally just kind of came to the conclusion that nothing like that was going to work for me on stage. Maybe if
Right.
I go in-ear monitors at some point, that'll
I feel
you
like
know,
that's
like,
worse though. You're just
double it
putting
up.
it in your
just
ear,
blasting
yeah.
it. Yeah, right. So like, but maybe there's something there I haven't discovered yet. I don't know because I've never tried those. But I'm never going to be able to get away with anything on stage that I'm like, okay, this helps and,
Yeah, I
it, sound,
feel
and,
that.
and it sounds fine. It's good and everything.
Anyway.
But I need to start wearing something when I'm just out at
Out-
other people's
you
shows
think
in the crowd.
Preventative, why?
You know,
Because I'm at
like,
shows every night.
And then, it's too late, but also like,
Well,
Why
what they tell
not,
you is
you
you
know,
can
yeah.
save what you have.
Right,
If you
right.
start now, it'll just be this bad forever.
exactly, yeah, because it's gonna keep getting worse. When
Right.
you know, and we're getting exponentially older at a
It's kind of
ridiculously
like the last
insane
15
rate.
minutes of this conversation. I'm just like, God, we're dying.
I've got 4 new gray hairs since I got here. Like,
I could
That's
see-
one thing I don't have yet, dude. I am holding on to my genetics.
I got 1 or 2 in my beard hair
No,
that
it's
I'm
all
really
right.
proud of.
I had gray hair
It's
when I was
all
16,
great.
so.
It's a genetic thing. Like my genetics are saving me. My dad, I mean, even when you were coming over, my dad had in his mid 40s, luscious hair, not a gray hair on his fucking body, and then one day, dude, just white. It was like 1 year. He just went from fucking full-headed, luscious hair to just a white-headed old man. Like, damn. But it was in his mid 40s.
I'm looking forward to my wizard stage, so it's coming.
dude.
It's gonna be good too. I'm hoping it's that quick shift to maybe a little bit of salt and pepper for a while.
There'll be a little bit
but then
down the
just like,
beard
boom.
for sure, and then you'll just be fucking
Gandalf.
He starts walking around with a staff.
It goes fast. It goes fast once it starts. It goes
Really?
Yeah. Mine did. But, that's just, I'll turn around and it was great. So,
Well, stress can do it too. Stress is
You're
a
not
huge one.
wrong.
Kids and stress.
no. I'm not even touching. I'm not even
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to touch
no,
that
no,
one. But
let's
yeah,
don't.
stress, yes.
Yeah, stress.
I got so much great.
Every hair on my body is gray. You see this chest hair? Silver. They call me Silverback at work.
You watched Grandma's Boy, though, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Silver Crotch.
Yeah, dude.
That was the bad part of that movie. I literally watched it last night, I think.
I love that movie, dude.
Yeah, no,
I mean, it was a hit, but not as big as it should have. Like, that doesn't get talked about enough, Grandma's Boy. It's up there. Top tier comedy.
Yeah, I'm waiting on. This is the only thing gray. Like it's his hair goes gray and stuff. Then I'll
That's
become
how
a
you know
silverback
it.
gorilla. I can just like go out and
You're just out with your shirt off with a gold chain. You turn full Sicilian. You're like, hey, get the fuck off my lawn.
Start howling at the moon. You can get away with anything.
There you go.
You don't need to go wear clothes no more.
He's just the guy in his fucking tiny whities, just out there screaming at children. Goddamn kids.
get the fuck off my lawn.
Don't even have a lawn. You're just at an apartment complex screaming at an empty staircase.
Oh, man,
What the fuck?
That's so sad. We had this dude that I see him all the time, and I found out his actual story success. But I called him Angry Man because I would drive down the road. I swear every day, that's the look he had on his face. Every day standing on the side of the road,
It's just his face.
just looking at every
Yeah.
car that drove by with that look on his face. And so I just literally seen him every day. I just said, "Y'all see?" I started telling people, "Y'all seen Angry Man yet?" And then once you see him, you realize who I'm talking about because he's just standing on the fucking side of the street, angry as fuck. But
Then you find out, and you're like, I'd be mad too.
no, I ain't gonna say what I found out because what you found out is more like, oh nah, fuck that guy.
Oh, he's a murderer. Oh, he actually is mean all the time. Don't murder, okay? It's bad. Or do. Who cares? Who am I supposed to? Yeah. Who the fuck am I, all right?
Don't
Live your
admit
life.
to it. I'm on a podcast.
Whatever you
Allegedly.
do. Allegedly.
I've heard
That shit happens, dude. Like people calling to radio stations and they're like, yeah, well, blah, blah. I was listening to one not that long ago where a dude called into a comedy radio thing and just was like, blah, 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 and like had killed his wife and just called in to see if he should leave her or not. He had already killed her. Why? Should I leave her?
Should I bury her?
I watched a great series called, I think, Blackbird recently about a guy getting put in, planted in a different prison to get a confession.
Like a
out of
mole?
This guy, yeah.
Yeah.
And he would get his sentence
Reduced,
or
yeah.
he'd get out,
Right.
if he got a confession out
Apple
of this
TV
guy.
or something.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, what is
so
this? I have
fucking
Apple
good.
TV. What is it?
In a Blackbird or
I honestly
I
can't
think it
remember
is.
now.
I think
I'll look it
is.
up.
The actor who he's getting the confession from, it was also he played Richard Jewell in that one about the bombing,
bombing in Atlanta,
thing.
yeah.
At the Olympics.
Oh, okay.
Richard Jewell was.
I don't know enough shit. Y'all are all
Richard
like,
Jewell
yeah,
was
and I'm
the
like,
security guard who
We're
saved
going
the
old.
day.
If you went modern, I'd be checking my hand.
He saved the day, but everybody then started thinking he was involved in it. And he was really just kind of a slow guy that didn't tell a story quite right, and people started questioning it. That same actor, he just does this role phenomenal. I've seen it in like 6 different ways now, where he did some really dark, fucked up shit, and if you buddy up with him just right, he'll tell you about it because you don't quite really get.
I haven't
what's
watched the
going
show
on.
you're talking about, but I've seen the and it
Check
looks
out.
really good.
Check it out.
man, they put a lot of money
even
into their
in prison,
programs.
even after you done been locked up, like you really just can't be talking about.
You
shit
can't
did.
because you can still get. You can only be tried for the same crime twice, but if they find new evidence, they can try you again and again and again. Every time they get new shits, it's like if you let something out and you're just in there for like 20 years, it's
No
like
statute
man,
on murder.
Yeah,
man.
none.
I feel bad. It's gonna sound dumb, but I feel bad for some of the really old murderers who had their heyday in the 70s and
Yeah.
80s before DNA and shit, and then they stopped maybe, and then they had they grew up, they were like, oh shit, that was dumb. Sorry, y'all. They've turned their life around, and they've become
Yes.
these pillars of their community. And
Yep.
but like
I-
ain't no statute.
I
on
knew
murder.
one. I knew one. I actually knew somebody.
Imagine spending
Yeah,
decades of your life
Decades, dude.
having to.
he was an old
try to
man.
Cover that up.
Yeah.
and,
Oh well, you just all the time you think it's just gonna be this thing, and then they're gonna come get
poor
you.
murderers.
Can you imagine being like the 1970s? You killed a couple people. You're like, that shit was dope. But I'm gonna go be good now. I got it out of my system.
West.
And then
I was lucky to.
and then
West.
and then you hear this
Then
new
you meet
word,
this bitch Rose. And
DNA.
keep
You know?
going and keep going and
Sorry, another Fred reference.
Oh no. Then you hear this DNA, like the 80s and shit, and you're like, wait, what?
yeah, I'm sorry, what?
They can do with the
From my-
what now?
From my cum?
Yeah.
Oh,
I did jizz at every crime scene.
Wait,
Fuck.
Hold on. Yeah.
They know me because of the thing in my dick?
Who could have ever predicted? Like,
Who would have ever seen it coming?
I would not have murdered them had I known.
It just keeps coming and coming and coming. It's like that old
At
Mitch
least would've
Hedberg
cleaned up
joke.
after.
It's like that old Mitch Hedberg joke where he's like, old-timey detectives must have had it real hard. It's like, oh no, an arrow killed you? Let's go that way. Like, that's it. That's all you got. Somebody would walk into a crime scene and be like, clean all this shit up. It's bloody in here. Like, there's no use to keep any of it. They don't have any testing. And now they're solving crimes from like a century ago. Dude, technology, AI. Let's go back. Let's go back to 100 years ago. No, I'm just kidding.
I would like to be able to murder more freely, allegedly, you know.
Yeah, weirdly, this conversation keeps going back to that.
Because it's
great.
it's what the world is. Actually, yeah, there's a couple people out there I could definitely like be like sleep easy at night and be like, yeah, that was tight. Adios, motherfucker.
Again, we're not going to incriminate, so I am.
Oh,
Not
I
gonna
mean,
say
allegedly.
I will not say anything.
I don't even want to do it so much as I want to see if I could be quiet about it. I just want to test.
I don't love the show, but I
Yeah,
don't
can I shut my
disapprove.
trap for 40, 50 fucking years. You
Yes.
know? Can I?
Yes.
Like I think.
Yeah.
I think I could get away with it on that aspect. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like there would be jizz and vomit everywhere and stuff, so they would get
Go
me.
rob a sperm
But
bank
if
first
they
and
get
throw
me-
other people's jizz in there.
There you go.
That might work. That might work.
What if you inject
Contaminate the
I
crime
might
scene.
float my boat.
what if you inject someone else's jizz into your balls? Right?
Well, the pee
Wait.
stored in the balls, right?
Was it going to mix with all the pee? Yeah.
I've never wanted to press stop recording so bad.
How could something go so wrong in such a short time?
Oh man.
Well, I mean, you know, it like duh. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
I don't know what you are saying.
Peak podcasting here.
This
y'all.
is top tier crashcast material. I'm going to turn this into a short because we're doing shorts now. Dude, that fucking shorts thing is. YouTube needs to fix that. That was
Oh, no,
ridiculous.
you said it's whole pain ass.
Shout out to Miss Minutes.
Who?
Loki.
Miss Bennett?
It's minutes. Loki.
Oh. I love the show. No, it's a fucking masterpiece. But I didn't know what the fuck he was
Loki,
saying.
the show. I think she's probably made you watch Loki.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Loki, love Loki.
I high key love Loki. That fucking shit was
The
amazing.
last season was great.
Dude, flawless.
I know, but I don't
Flawless.
want to ruin it for anybody. Fucking great. Go.
Well, it's been a year. If you haven't seen it.
I don't know what the statute is to that though.
Fucking the same month, dude. I'm so sick of this. You say something about some shit from 20 years ago. People are like, hey, spoilers, man.
I didn't know Old Yeller died.
Fuck you.
Y'all better not
Yeah.
spoil Breaking Bad for me. I haven't got
Right.
into it yet. It's coming soon though.
Like, oh, I can't
Sells meth.
I can't spoil this cultural
People
fucking
die.
thing. Yeah, exactly. Oh, meth and death. Imagine that. Kind of like real life. How do you think it ends? Well, I'm guessing a bunch of people die.
Somebody kills somebody, and somebody kills somebody.
Right. It's that. Hey. What?
I feel like the more popular it is, the shorter the window of like.
That's fair. Niche things I can
if
be
it's
like,
the biggest show in the world. You got a week, and if I slip up, like that's on you.
that's fair.
Thanks to everyone who never told me about the 1979 film Zombie. Which
must have been a whole
just
6
watched
people.
it 2 days ago, and it's like a Wes Anderson film. It's
Really?
the most vivid, beautiful zombie movie you can
Really?
possibly imagine.
Where'd you find it at?
Shudder.
You have Shudder?
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
I'm
And
envious.
I actually went looking for another one of his.
I'm gonna have to go over to
movies.
Baker's house to watch horror movies.
I was looking for The Beyond. I think was one that was. I was watching like a little doc about this director, you know, and some of his early influence stuff, and I was like, and then they said, I was just like, the idea of a movie called Zombie that came out in 1979, and like, how the fuck have I not seen this yet? So like,
yeah.
that was my second choice. When
Some of those
when
old
Beyond was
films, man, was groundbreaking shit.
There's a freaking zombie versus shark scene underwater.
I've heard about this.
And it is the most brilliant, vibrant thing
I
you
think
can
that was
possibly
real.
imagine, and 100% yes.
No. I think
I understand what you're saying. It was shot real, not like a zombie. But
Right,
like,
right,
yes,
right,
yes,
right.
no, the zombies are too. No, I'm pretty sure.
I think it was a guy with a prosthetic on,
Right,
and they actually. I do know about this.
So
God damn, now I wanna see this movie.
spoilers.
Baker with the deep cuts over
well,
here.
no spoilers. So
I love it. No spoilers.
Check it out.
Dude, I don't have Shudder
It's
though.
only like 46 years old. So I don't
Exactly.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
see,
It's not. It's 40. It's about to be 45, motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying.
Because that's what it's about to be. It's about to be
That's-
45. You said 79.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's personal.
it's a 45-year-old film, and he's like, I don't want to spoil it for you. It's like, dog, if I haven't seen it, it's kind of my own fucking problem. Like Baker's taking.
came out the other day, man.
I like Baker's taking the beer to the bathroom with him. She's like,
The refill.
what am I supposed to do? It's like,
I put my thumb over it.
yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Man.
So are your kids repulsed by you being a rock star still, or?
I am not a rock star. I'm the furthest from it. My kids actually come to the shows, and
Fuck yeah, dude.
uh,
I know they did back then, but they were little babies.
no, yeah, they still come. Actually, my grandbaby was at the show.
Hell yeah.
And then my stepdaughters come to the show. Like I have 4 girls now instead of 2,
Jesus.
basically. And but yeah, no, it's more so they're just support for me because they know I enjoy doing it.
Yeah,
they know,
absolutely.
They know, oh man sucks, but
No.
well, I play it's basically not like that. My basically everybody's my son-in-laws or boyfriends, whatever you want to call
Right,
them,
right.
the dudes. No, like one, literally the youngest is 18, so everybody's grown out of our bunch pretty much, and so they all have people they hang with, the people they're
Right.
with, people they've been with for years or whatnot, and everybody's cool. And actually, they are probably the ones that give me the most like keep doing it in the
Absolutely.
sense like because they're just cool about it.
Well,
They're
yeah,
not
they-
looking at me like the old dude's still up there. Trying
Yeah,
to,
no, that stuff has gone away. Like used to, your parents would be like, sure you don't want to just give that up and go to
Oh
college.
wait, now parents, you see, we just said Pops is almost 80. Pops is like, oh, you're still doing that shit. Anytime I bring up coming leaving
Mm-hmm.
band practice, I'm 45 years old. My dad still asks me, oh, you're still doing that shit.
It's been 30 years, Dad. Yeah,
Yeah, still fucking doing it.
still doing it. What are you doing, Clint? Get up out of the chair and do stuff.
That's what it comes down to. Nah, he
I'm sure he's awesome.
is. He's great. Like he is. Like no doubt.
Does he have as much gray hair as you do?
That's an interesting topic I won't touch. But yes, probably, pretty much. The whole beard's gray. Mine's 99% there. So
You ever gonna grow that out? Just the
no,
whole
actually,
thing?
right now is the only time in a long time that I've
That
not
you've had
had the gray
stubble?
beard. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
normally had the gray beard. Usually my beard's all like everything's about this length.
Yeah,
And honestly, I was trying not to look 60, so I just shaved everything, went to this
I
for a
gotcha.
little while, trying to look a little bit younger.
you know, I get it. I've started using things like lotion.
Is that a thing? No.
Yeah. Turns out dry skin, there's a fix for it. I'm learning so much in my
There's lotion. There's
late stage of life.
My doctor, I've recently seen a doctor for the first time in a couple decades, probably.
Yeah, yo,
And,
same, dude.
Right?
Hell yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta check it out.
New doctor
And,
gang. Kurt, you're next.
Honestly, like I thought I might.
cardiologist.
I thought I might get lucky and go like you're 39. Let's go ahead and do that prosthetic exam. But no, they don't even.
That ain't a thing no more. It's
yeah,
not-
they
it's
don't
not.
even hit me with the finger anymore. I was like,
And that's
what?
you
I was
know
looking
what?
forward to this.
They don't do it
It
anymore.
could be until you see a woman I used to have with fingers about that big.
Baker's
around.
like, you're
I was
not
scared.
gonna finger me.
I've been prepping for
Yeah,
this
for my whole life, y'all been
For
telling me
years.
I'm gonna get fingered.
I ain't gonna lie. The first time the doctor told me something about you may be old enough to, and I'm looking. I had a woman doctor at the time, and I think it's me a woman. But this woman, if y'all ever watch Seinfeld, Lobster Hands.
Lobster hands. I was just fixing to say that she had
She
lobster
had
hands.
the man hands of
Uh-huh.
oh my God, no. And she's like, oh no, they don't do that anymore. And I was like, oh thank God.
What do they do? Just image it?
It's in the blood.
Damn.
Yeah.
You don't even go in there.
We went from begging to finger.
He throws down like a
I got
wetsuit. He's
blood
like,
coming out
"Fuck."
of my asshole. I got a
Yeah.
problem. How are you using?
So I wore this Speedo for nothing?
He said it already. I want to put stop.
That wasn't nearly as bad as that earlier comment.
I might use that actually, because I'm sure I got to go to the doctor and I'll ask about it. But we don't do that anymore. Drop that little nugget. That's hilarious.
Like, I was really prepping here.
So I've been at home practicing for no fucking reason at all, huh?
You lied, honey. You lied.
My girlfriend know about this? We got to have a serious talk. Said he was going to tell me to lean into it, and then
Don't go away. It only makes it worse.
But no, I go to the doctor, and yeah, it's all those like, oh yeah, you probably got a drinking problem, and I'm just like, are you kidding? I've basically quit drinking.
Yes.
From where I was at a few years ago, you know, and
Oh, dude, they think like 2 beers is a drinking problem, apparently.
and, yeah, I did, like when I told them where I had been at a few years prior, I think they thought I was lying. At that.
Why
Yeah.
are you not dead?
They're like, yeah, you bullshit. You've kept
I
that
think
up
they
for 30-something
overshot
years.
that.
You're
For,
kidding.
yeah. I think they've overshot that number a bit. But I got the same thing from my doctor, too.
Yeah, I think I don't think they factor
Or
maybe
maybe-
tolerance in or something.
Or maybe
when they're
alcohol is
doing-
just worse than we thought it was.
or
Like beer.
better.
Whiskeys and vodkas and stuff I don't think are as...
Maybe that's
maybe
where
not as
my new
detrimental.
fountain of youth has come from.
Yeah, 'cause beer. We kind of quit beer in general. Both of us.
Beer's heavy, man.
Yeah.
You got to drink a lot of it. You know, it's like drinking a loaf of bread in every can. It's not that great. Shit ain't keto, dog.
But after a nice little break, I'm feeling quite nice.
Oh, dude,
I'm
I'm 3 bush lights in, and I am.
Oh, we're both
think-
on the lights.
You ready?
I got more bushes, y'all.
Oh well, shit. We just went over in here.
I should put a little mini fridge over here. I know I have one
Yeah, I
right
see
here,
that one on
but
that
just like
side.
put one under here too.
I've became more of a tequila, vodka, whiskey.
Yeah.
Beer is just like
Less calories. This shit makes me 10 feet tall.
Oh,
though.
but you know, I
can't
ain't
do
gonna
it.
lie. I call me old, but them like whatever all the beers now, they're like 99 calories and shit. You can feel the difference.
Oh no, you can. Yeah, young
More
people can't
expensive.
feel the difference.
No, but
When you
at
get-
our age, you feel the fucking difference.
I had some chicken. What was that shit? Canes earlier, like for lunch before you guys got here, and then I'm like, now I'm drinking this, and I'm like, I'm so full. Like, I know I'm supposed to go eat after this with some friends. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna order shit.
You're not gonna want to eat after this.
Full of hops and grains.
Fried chicken bits and granulated disco water.
Disco. I suddenly got that breakfast burritos this morning, so I drink
Where
on an
at?
empty stomach. No. It's a joke at the house. Me and my wife typically order McDonald's,
Oh.
DoorDash, because we're lazy almost every Sunday.
That
morning.
is DoorDash breakfast.
Yeah. Hey, the McDonald's is literally around the corner from us, and it's usually delivered in about the same amount of time I could get off.
That's
my
what I'm
ass and go
saying.
there.
I'm just like, it's just like it's literally across the street, but
Too far off anymore either.
you're standing
Really
on the
not.
porch like door dashing,
Oh, no,
staring
she has,
at it.
She has like the free like delivery, so there's not even
Oh,
that fee
okay.
automatically. so
Okay.
the price is really not that different. and
How do you get
I don't have to
free
get off
delivery?
my ass.
How the fuck does that work?
I don't know. You probably pay
It's a
for.
subscription thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've paid for that. No, we don't have a subscription or anything, but I paid for dashes a couple of times now. They were ridiculously expensive, just to not have to put my teeth in or like
Oh,
or
true.
put
That's the
pants
thing, yeah.
on. Yeah, new 2D pooties, by the way. Like, you know, so if I'm around the house, I'm super comfortable in one way or another. Yeah, I get the
Oh,
get
man.
it now. I couldn't afford it on any consistent basis.
No, but when you can, it's so nice.
Yeah,
But
I
just
get it. Totally
I
get
see
it.
that. But I don't care if I had $1 million. I see that. Oh, it was 15. Now it's 46. I'm going. Fuck that. I'll just go to the store.
Yeah.
I cannot give somebody double the price for something. Something in my brain just like. Mm-mm.
Would you like to tip?
Oh yeah, don't not leave them a tip. You won't get the shit.
Oh, that's the truth. Yeah.
Order canceled. It's right there. I can see it.
It says prepared.
Sorry, I ate your burrito. You didn't tip me. The fuck?
The only downfall to that is the truth of like, but I don't realization at the same time. Go to the fucking drive-through is still maybe not be right. So it's a chance you take wherever you go.
Sure.
They drop it off. It maybe not. And when it is, it's great. When it's not,
Well,
DoorDash usually will be.
that's,
yeah.
yes.
That's fair.
I'm not one for
But then
being
you're
able to do it. My wife
then
takes
you
care of that.
have to put up with all that. That's headaches. That's drama. Mm-mm.
Remember the?
You see that you get up and drive. I don't want to go nowhere.
I live in the middle of nowhere. I have to drive everywhere. They don't DoorDash to my house.
Remember the triangle of work? We talked about making a banner for the shop years ago. It was like, you can have 2 out of 3, right? You can have it good and fast, but it's not gonna be cheap. Or you can have it fast and cheap, but it's not gonna be
Always,
good.
yes.
Or you can have it,
Labor
cheap and
scale.
good.
Yep.
That's not gonna be fast. I think it's kind of the same thing, but you get 1 out of 3 at this point.
Yes.
Like you just pick one.
It's either going to be take all your money, but even then it might not be good. The quality
not
has
be
gone
good, but it
to
could
the
be fast.
shitter.
Could be fast.
Wendy's was still cheap for a while.
Oh,
you
that-
know,
Oh,
and-
surge pricing. How about
and
that?
the fuck, right?
They backpedal real quick on
TikTok's
you.
open
You see
that one.
that? It was like,
I was like, I read that and I was
wait
like,
a minute, where's
I didn't
the-
know companies just wanted to end.
I didn't read
Like
it.
that's suicide.
The
Like you're
fucking
done.
comedian I love on TikTok did a whole thing on it, and I was like, "What's he talking about?" And then I realized there was a whole thing, and then Greatly put a whole nother TikTok when they backed out of it. And I was
Good.
like,
What a dumb fucking idea.
"Oh, that fucking! I love Wendy's, but I'd have been like,
Our
nope,
fries are
fuck you,
$4.50
Wendy's."
right now.
I don't know if you've hit it lately, but I have not spent less than 20 minutes in a drive-through.
Oh, yeah,
in
no.
the last
No.
few years, like since
Well,
pandemic. Really,
I say that I got Cane's, but it was like midnight last night, and I just rolled right
well,
through.
In other places, I've gone
Yeah.
through pretty quickly, but like
Wendy's
like I
is
say,
definitely the way I'm going on this way.
The
You're not wrong.
stronghold on the cheap stuff
And they used to be.
has just finally said, you know what, we're not gonna be fast.
Well, it's
You
not
know, like,
fast, it's not
deal with
cheap, and it's
that.
not good.
And I'm assuming because they usually have like 2 employees max. there,
Absolutely.
you know,
They're
and-
overworking their employees. The food's bad. It's
So
not.
I do think I still think it's good too.
Yeah, I'm a
like,
Wendy's fan.
But it is definitely not slow
It
anymore.
ain't
and they're-
$20
and they're-
fucking dollars.
and they're
dude.
at that point where they're
they
they're
get
testing the
fired.
waters with not being cheap anymore because they're realizing they can't maintain 2 out of 3
They can piss off.
and keep their CEOs.
Well, the whole
and,
thing's
you
in
know,
that. Everything's in that.
that
You're not
every
spending less than
corporation now has
$20 to eat.
realized like, oh,
Oh no, yeah,
we're gonna have to chop one of our
actually, that's
vacations
not
this
true.
year.
Like dinner last night was 42 people. It's $40.
You
for
just
2
don't get to
combos.
get the actual combos anymore. If you're gonna eat, you don't get to get.
Yeah, just get less.
Well, you got to get like 3 burritos at Taco Bell,
Uh-huh.
$1.99 each, and then you can eat for
Sure,
$6,
sure.
but you don't get a drink.
You don't get anything. Yeah, it's like, but even that's going away. Cheap menus. There's businesses all the time. Like,
I mean, fucking, what happened to dollar menus?
what the fuck? A taco's $2.50.
Uh,
On what planet is that $2.50? Go fuck yourself.
not
All the
Taco
taco
Bell.
joints.
they're gonna have us.
Definitely not
They're
Taco
gonna have
Bell.
us begging for Soylent Green soon. I
Oh
think.
yeah.
Is the direction.
I feel
we're
that.
aiming. Like, a paste that I can like. There's you
Mhm.
know.
Here's
there's
some
like 10
flour
ounces
and
in
paste.
that tube, and I can just chug a little. Yeah. And then there's gonna be that guy that's like Soylent Green is people, and we're gonna be like, yeah, but if
Yeah,
you see the
but
price,
Yeah,
and
right.
like, I mean, I was in
were
and
they
out
dead
of line,
already?
and like,
this shit's only 40 cents.
Did they die? Did they kill them?
What was that we were talking about? Wally? Yeah, we're just gonna be slushy people.
Hey, but how did they die? You know?
That part doesn't matter, I don't guess.
What was it? Right. They
start farming.
They died in their age and fuck it.
We're farming people.
Reuse, recycle.
If they're born without a soul, it's okay.
Oh,
Like those 80s futuristic, like everything is bad movies, but it seems good. If they're that soft voice, if they're going to die, isn't it be better if they die like this? And they provide for the whole community, and everyone's like, the whole community.
there was a thing about the movie Midsommar a while back that was like Midsommar is a litmus test, and if you viewed it and feel like fucking raw girl power, hell yeah, you could very easily be indoctrinated to a cult. If you viewed it and you're like, oh, well, scared of this, then it means this other thing, so on or whatever, and it kind of clicked. I was like, oh fuck. They could have got me.
I'd have got, dude.
I'd have so got. I'd be in the bear suit at the end probably too, because I messed over some girl when we were teenagers, and I'd say like, "Whoops," you know, I was in college, I didn't know any better. But
Yeah, but
You know.
cults are so.
but
Meh.
I don't know. They
I've
have
known
their
some people that
bards,
got into
like
cult
when you
stuff.
walk into something like that, and
You're
there's
trying to give me a
and
cigarette.
there's people playing this like beautiful yet
Yeah.
haunting music on like a lute or something. I'm like, oh,
he's
that-
like,
you
one
got
of
me
those,
right.
one of those
Like,
things.
sign me up.
First
off, you know. And then yeah, let's eat a bunch of
Didgeridoo.
mushrooms, you know, and have a, they would get me
He's like,
I
I went
do.
through this already. They were.
He's like, dude, they had mushrooms and didgeridoos. Why am I not gonna sign up for the
Yeah,
cult?
like if you can leave God out of it, and still have like that good of a time, yeah.
He's like,
Oh,
my
no,
thetans were super high.
I almost forgot where I was going with that. 'Cause I'm just like, fuck, I really want to go join this cult.
He's like, you know what? I think I'm gonna do
No,
a cult.
I would totally at Stupa though, and spoiler alert if you haven't seen Miss Mario, but like, I would at 72, they end it. Right, they jump off cliff and
Oh, okay.
end it. You know, because you got to make room for the new fresh blood. You know, and it's
Oh,
kinda,
okay.
you
Kind of
know,
like
and
the
they-
Eskimos and the icebergs and shit.
Yeah, and there's a great movie with Fred Durst in it called Population 459 or something like that, where it's a small town and they have
The
to
Fred Durst?
yeah, he's a sheriff. It's fucking ridiculous. Check it out.
Why is that not?
And
Wait,
oh, it's on the
wait,
list.
wait,
It's on the
wait.
list.
What's the
It's on the
name of it?
list.
Wait.
It's Population 4 something.
Kirk, please write that down.
400 something.
Dude, I have to
Um,
see this.
Audio review.
Sheriff Fred Durst, and it's
Sheriff.
fantastic.
Well, this is gotta be.
How is that
yeah.
not a fucking
That's what I'm
Fred?
like,
It's on the
how did you
list.
not
It's
know
on the
about
list.
this?
It's on the list.
That's the problem with the
I
Fred
shouldn't
Durst.
have. Yeah,
It's
we're-
on the
we got
singles.
way
It's
too
on the
much to
Five
do.
Nights at Freddy's.
Yes.
And,
Five Nights at Freddy's.
But the whole town, you know, it's like in order for them to add any new people, they have to eliminate some because that population number is very important to them. You know, and it's kind of a similar
I mean,
thought in
I'm
Midsommar.
72. If I'm still alive,
that-
I wouldn't have a
Yeah, and they divide the life into seasons, you know, and put it to where that you know you're a kid, you're just learning things, you're having fun, then you go on your kind of a Rumspringa type
yeah.
journey, and
Yep.
you go find yourself, whatever, and then you come back and then you work, for this third quarter of your life, and you teach and stuff, and then once you enter that last stage, you're an elder, you're respected, your opinion means a lot, you're kind of
I guess
but
you've missed this movie.
on your 72nd birthday, you're about to fucking end it because you got to make some room for the new folks, right? And that always felt kind of right too. Like, I can't imagine getting much older than that.
Well, quality of
being
life starts
okay
stepping
with-
off
and being okay
in the
with
70s for
with
sure.
being-
Yeah.
yeah. Like, I'm thinking, late 50s or 60s might be all right. Even
I think maybe
Like-
that's
like
just because we didn't take
we
care of ourselves,
scaled
though.
it down a little.
Like, we lived crazier lives than most people, and we didn't take care of ourselves like most people do, and maybe that's why. Because
And we kind of
my
fell
great-grandmother was
into some of the
100.
things that some people are waiting for their retirement to do.
yeah,
Some people are putting that stuff off until they get there, and we just dove in and knocked that shit out. So
oh, dude, I
if
lived
you
all
look
my
at
shit.
it,
Yeah.
if you look at it in like the bucket list sense, like I'm ready.
Like,
Bro,
I think it's like
I'm
guys
ready.
like us.
I
We
keep
always say,
finding new things.
we
that
always
wanna
say,
do
I never
every
thought
day.
I'd be alive right now.
But-
I didn't think I was gonna make it to
but
fucking
I'm-
this age. I thought it was like
yeah.
30s tops, bro. Life is so crazy.
We talk about like, would your 12 or 16-year-old self be impressed with where you are now? Man, fuck that kid. I don't give a shit what he thinks. Right now,
I'll beat his little
right
ass.
now at 30, like, yeah, he was dumb. He didn't know anything. And right
Spend
now
all
at
day
39,
jacking
though,
off, looking at fucking magazines like
I'm
a dork.
looking back at 29-year-old me, and 34-year-old me
Mhm.
and stuff, and like, what would that kid? I still feel like he is.
Right.
What would he? What would he think
I'll never not
about
be a
about
kid,
this
dude.
kid that I still am?
Yeah.
Like, would we be okay with? And yeah, fuck yeah, we're doing things.
Doing cool shit, dude. Hell yeah, fuck yeah.
Banging them
Nothing
out,
wrong with living
knocking
your
off
fucking
the
life the way you
list.
want to. And that is the dream, motherfucker. Fuck a house and kids and cars and stuff.
Right.
That shit don't mean fuck all.
I mean, unless that's what you want.
Unless that's what you want, but that's what I mean. It's what you want.
Yeah. Go
Like,
just,
out of life,
just going after what you
I didn't want
whatever
that,
it
so I
is,
didn't have
yeah.
that. In my life, I'm content as fuck. But some people don't have that, right? They get hoodwinked into it. It's like, well, you could have been a painter. Yeah, but I'd have been homeless. Yeah, but you'd be doing what you love. I don't know, though. I always thought I was going to be homeless. Dude, after my
I've come
dad
so close so many times, and I'm so lucky to know.
peeing again?
Yeah, I am. I'm old, right? That's
Oh my god. No, dude, you rule.
I really think you should check that prostate.
I think you should
just
Hey.
get just in case.
But like, yeah, if you want a house and a car, there's nothing wrong with that. But do that, but don't like make that my thing too. Because remember when we,
Like, well, why aren't you married yet? Why aren't
well, that shit right there is what we like. I fought through that so much. Well, why aren't you gonna do this?
you,
What-
when's the last time you went to
That's right. Well, when's the last time you lived and
Yeah.
did something that is like fucking? And they look at what I do is cool, and then sometimes I'm like, damn, maybe life would have been different. I'd have had a kid or been a dad or something like that. And it's like, it was never going to happen. It's never in my thought process. It's, you know, so like those are just those like what if thoughts more so than I'm living the exact life I'm supposed to be living. But a lot of people aren't.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm glad like a lot of people are finally getting more brave with.
But like you have a kid, he
with
has a kid. Y'all
saying
do shows and
things
stuff too.
like, and you know, this would be one of those things like, you know, nobody with a child feels like it's really okay to be honest about how they feel about it sometimes, if that's a little different than the it's the most amazing thing you could possibly ever do with your life, and
Right.
you know, everything changes with you. You could possibly never understand if you've never had a kid.
And that's probably true.
I'm sure that's true for a lot of people, but let's stop pretending like it's the universal experience because you felt it, and stop demonizing people who are honest about the fact that, you know, like, I didn't know how to be a dad. I still don't.
I don't know how to take care of myself.
But it felt wrong.
I'm bad at it.
It felt wrong at first. You know, it's just everything about. They say that, you know, like a mother from conception feels that moment,
Absolutely.
but that for the father it takes holding the child in their arms.
Yeah.
So I remember waiting for that moment of holding my son in my arms and like, it's going to click, you know, it's going to click. And then when it didn't, I felt disgusting about myself because I'd never heard anybody else say that they didn't feel that way, you know? So I don't know. I'm glad more people are starting to be more open and honest about like, I just saw something about, I think it was maybe Bradley Cooper or one of those type of actors that was just a real, just like, you know what? I didn't fucking feel it at first, you know, and it took years before, you know, I finally had that moment where I clicked with my kid and really kind of, you know, like, that was something I'd never heard anyone say before.
Yeah, especially up
but
there.
I felt it, you know, and I was just like, oh, thank God.
Nothing's worse than that. Like,
maybe I'm not a psychopath, you know.
I shouldn't have did this. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like, but y'all still can find time to do the thing you actually love doing, which that's even more rare because most people just, that's it. How many of you are there? Two Michael Moores in the music scene. That's like, you know, father, grandfather. That's crazy, bro.
I actually did like do the whole thing where I quit playing music when my kids were little.
But you got a music venue?
Well, they
You
were
were doing
babies
shit.
at that time, and then once they hit like 4 and 5, and like their life became
Start doing like
the center of my
swim
life.
lessons and fucking.
Yeah, swim team, soccer. I coached soccer, coached softball. I coached high school softball. Like
Really?
yeah.
I
Yeah, I
didn't
went
know
the
that.
whole. Yeah, I did the whole thing. I helped, like, my kids played travel ball, and I was their coach most of the time.
What's that?
Softball.
Oh,
Fast pitch,
okay.
yeah,
Oh,
where
see,
you
yeah.
we've been all over Arkansas pretty much. I've been in all the small fucking towns and all the fucking little places.
Story,
And
Arkansas.
The real. I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking, you know. I've been
There's
to
like
Kirby.
2 things there. Yeah.
I've been to Kirby. I've been to Guy Perkins. I've been to Mount Vernon. I've been to, you name it.
Possum. So we have a fucking
every time I think I hear of a new Arkansas,
Yes.
I'm like, y'all are. He's like, yeah, we played ball there before.
Just about. Just about. You
Pickles Gap.
know. Yeah.
Who the fuck named all this shit?
Snowball.
Snowball?
There's a snowball.
Of course there is.
But nah, it's, you know, but kind of the thing different though on that one for me is like my kids are my life.
Yours was instantaneous.
Yeah, they're other parts of my kids not so much, but my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my life.
I get it.
That's fuck. We've talked about before. Fuck, I'd honestly be dead if it wasn't for them.
You think so?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
There's been many times if it wasn't for them, my life I would
Just
be here.
hang it up. Yeah, I
would've
get that.
quit.
Yeah. That's tough. That part, well, that's dark. Well, shit.
I know. I'm sorry. Can I have a beer? Oh, I'm sorry for putting that out there.
No, shake it up too. We need a party in there.
Thank you.
I'm just saying, live the life you want. That's all I'm saying. I don't think, because we used to get shit on for dreaming. My dad never did. My dad fostered all that shit. But, like, you know, I definitely had family members who were like, oh, fuck you.
Well, no, I agree with you.
I'm living my
And
fucking life.
Yes, no, I 100% agree with you. And my kids are part of it, but like,
Just because I don't
still
want
playing
what you
music.
want. I don't think there should be this, well, that's the dream, right? No,
No,
not mine.
I mean, shit. I went and watched the Cowboys. I went to Florida and watched Arkansas and Penn State play. All this shit's been in the last like 3 years.
Yeah.
I've been to Vegas. Like, I never thought it was
Isn't
going to be
Vegas
that
the
shit.
wildest thing you've ever fucking? It's the most
I
insane.
could walk down the street
Dude.
in front of the cops and have a whole fucking joint and just be like,
I'm telling you,
"Hey."
all you need to do is just walk down the street. You ain't got to spend a dime in that fucking town. You just walk down the street and watch the crazy happen. I was there for 4 hours. I have 200 stories to
Oh, no,
tell.
I was there 4 days.
I'm going back. No, oh fuck. We were just passing through. Dude, I'm going back. I was like, it's my life's mission to come back here for like a week.
Well, the kid's birthday, the 2000 baby, we went to Vegas for her 21st.
That's a fucking hell of a way to spend a 21st birthday. Damn. I went to a dive bar with a bunch of military dudes, but they paid for all my whiskey. So it
Her
was dope.
stepsister will tell you those 4 days sucked.
I'm
'Cause
sure.
she was the babysitter.
Buh.
Yeah. Taco Bell at 2 in the morning. Sorry, Tristan.
Everything at 2 in the morning. You can go get a buffet at 2 in the morning. That town is wild.
No, that was the problem when we went because it was kind of the post-COVID era right there.
Oh, so everything was still.
I fucking
shuttered.
shuttered. Like you think at 2 in the morning, I can go get whatever I want. It's Vegas, don't sleep. I couldn't get a fucking hot dog. I couldn't get shit. I'm drunk at 2 in the morning,
see,
wondering where
we went-
can I get my food.
2 years ago, and it was full popping. Everything. I was like, are we going to be able to sleep? Are we going to hear all this? Those hotel rooms are built pretty damn well. Because we were right on the, I mean, everything's right on the strip. It's
Yeah.
just one giant strip. But damn, there was a wind advisory. Stupid.
But you were there.
Whole
like I
fucking
said,
place smells
a
like piss,
Small
though.
amount of time. See, I had 4 days. Vegas is checked off my list. Like I don't.
Oh,
Really
see, I
have
didn't
to
see
go
it.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I walked in the fucking hotel room and a woman is on a stretcher with her ankle twisted sideways. And I was like, damn, that's the first thing. I was greeted with a sideways ankle.
Welcome to Vegas.
Dude, you go upstairs, come down. I watched a woman get full on tackled by 3 cops right in front of me. Shit was.
Blowjob on the sidewalk. First thing
Dude,
I ever saw.
See, there you go.
Like,
I watched a man. We weren't even near a hotel room. It was 2 cops.
Happens in Vegas.
Had a guy pulled over. This is 1 hours of time. Had a guy pulled over, and for no reason at all, he's not wearing clothes, but on top of the cop car is just lots of bed sheets. Why? I don't know why. I couldn't stop and ask.
Vegas.
Vegas rules, dude. My wife was like, we should like go there and like vacation there all the time. I was like, I think it's not like that. I don't think it's like that. I think you go, you do Vegas, and then you just never come back.
No, I say it was fun, but I had my feeling.
But now they're doing like family shit. They got the Sphere, they got the Raiders.
Oh no, we were there when we checked out the Raiders Stadium, but we didn't get to go in. But,
Isn't that the wildest looking
the
building?
Spear? Yes, I've got to go check out the Spear.
I
That'd be
wanna
why I'll
see
go
that.
back.
they were just building it
When y'all were there?
it,
Yeah.
So we didn't get to see it lit up. Or
Dude,
anything. We're like, what the? F- is that?
Kurt, was it you telling me they charge like $150 just to go inside that fucking thing?
Well, you just got to make it part of you. I mean, it's a vacation.
That's insane.
It is insane, but everything's insane anymore.
That's true, dude. Yeah.
I see
But
the
God
guy that
forbid,
climbed it
but God forbid you
recently.
charge
No.
$20 for your show. Yes, I did. That's awesome. He, like,
What really
walked up
tripped
that
me
thing.
out was seeing the close-ups of him, realizing how big
How
those
big the
LEDs
building?
are.
Yes, they're
Like,
massive.
each individual light. was
'Cause it's
so
just
fucking easy
Pucks,
to- and we had-
dude. That guy has big
Have you seen the
balls.
first person drone? Like,
Yes,
fucking crazy.
the footage that thing captures is jaw dropping.
Okay, and obviously no sports guys really in here, but so when Detroit,
Boo!
when Detroit was still in the playoffs, like their hype up for going like to play, I guess San Fran or whatever, they had a whole thing in the sky of drones. It was making a line.
That's the
making
new thing.
Fireworks
That's-
doing like.
I think-
and that was cool as shit.
I think fireworks will probably take a back seat soon, man. The drones can do
it
anything.
was really fucking cool.
You want to watch
I think long term it's cheap.
way cheaper, and they're reusable. You could do it every night if you wanted to. You could have a drone show in your
I guess-
city.
Are they just like projecting onto the propellers?
I don't
No,
how
they're-
they do
There's
it,
like
bro.
lights
they're-
on the drone.
They're
Oh, it's
lit
like
up.
LED show then.
They're lit up, and it's like 1,000 of them, and they go up in the sky. You should look it up on the internet, dude. It's sick. That and daytime fireworks shows, oddly pleasing.
What's that in Japan? They have like black fireworks.
That's what it is. It's daytime fireworks. No, they're not black. They're still colored, but you can't see them in the daytime.
Yeah.
So it's just the gunpowder explosions. Yeah, it's fantastic. They look really cool. Anyway, that whole thing, yeah, the drones. It was like, I want to watch Optimus Prime fucking kill somebody in the sky, and they do it with drones. Woof. And it looks, because they're moving at 100 miles an hour. So it's realistic speed. It's fucking awesome.
That's wild.
Those drone shows are something else. I find myself getting in the algorithm on them. You know, I'm like, oh shit, what'd they do?
I want to see more of these.
I think it was China or Japan this year for their New Year's did a big drone thing. It's like we are not doing this cool shit. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. They're
Yeah.
like, we're getting away from that archaic shit, and we're like, fireworks are still good. I'm like, no, we need drones. Like if I went to the River Market and saw a drone show, hell yeah, dude.
It'll blow my finger off.
You never made a bomb? Come on.
Remember how we started the podcast?
Huh?
Right,
Yeah.
And the things I did as a kid now would just get me canceled on some of the things with the fireworks.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like you can't do any of those. The cops saw the shit I did, it would be a felony. Legit.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I've committed many a felony.
Oh, but man, the bottle rocket wars at Tyndall Park back in the day were so
Dude.
fun.
We did them in this warehouse, bro. We totaled.
Well, yeah, I'm a little older than y'all. We were doing them at Tyndall Park on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
softball field.
we did them in like this weird, you know, it was like you remember the square at school? Like between those buildings where everyone hung out during lunch? The pit?
Yeah.
Remember the pit? So it was a set of buildings just like that, but they were commercial buildings. But it was think of that, but like large.
Right.
But you were in a square, so like no one could really see in there from the street. And that's where we went. Dude, it was 3 nights of pure chaos. And yeah, I probably can't say too much.
No.
But the next Monday, a buddy of ours worked in there. That's how we knew about it. He's like, this is the perfect spot. And he's like, well, dude, they filled up, what did he tell me? He said those 55-gallon trash bags. It was either 5 or 7 of those full of just bottle rocket sticks. Just bottle rocket sticks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Is that even a thing anymore, though?
Is it? I don't know.
I don't
haven't
think
bought
that's what I'm
fireworks
saying.
in
No,
a
I
long
mean,
time.
even if you had bottle, I'm just not us. I'm saying
Oh, the
we're old now.
war?
I'm talking the war.
Oh, no. Kids would be like, you threw them at people? We're like,
No, we held them until it.
I would just
Started to
hold it
go.
in my hand and let it launch off.
You held it until
You
it
just
started
hold
to
it.
shoot, and
Yeah.
then you let it go. You know,
Or this one.
so you can aim. Oh yeah, that one too, for sure.
Toss it till it comes back at you.
Roman candles.
Oh, dude. Point blank Roman candle. Smoke
Are we
bombs.
still alive?
Willpower.
There was a great, like, almost, I don't know exactly when it's going to go off, so it's not really my fault. If
That's
you don't
it.
duck in time.
Yeah.
They're like, you know, it could be any second now. You better cover your eyes, man.
I feel it bubbling.
It's a depth.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, it's a dud. No, it's not a dud.
Oh, my God. Man, that's opening up so many memories. We had some. We would take like BB guns.
I was about to say BB guns.
Uh-huh. And like drill out the backs of them so we could load from the
Oh,
back.
but
and
did you ever just have BB gun wars too, though?
Oh, absolutely.
Exactly.
The low-powered Red Ryder
Yeah.
ones? Fuck yeah.
Oh
all the time.
no! That was, it was the bitch when that dude showed up that had the
The
little
pump action? Fuck
Yeah, see.
Yeah, that shit broke
Yeah,
skin.
yeah,
You're an
asshole,
asshole.
motherfucker.
Then we
Right,
got
that's all I had.
paintball
Our
guns.
generation took, you'll shoot your eye out as
Uh-huh.
a challenge.
As a challenge.
You're not
Bitch,
wrong.
please.
You're not wrong.
I'm going to shoot his eye out, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You try to.
You know,
I don't lose. You're not listening to me.
Yeah, the pump action was a bitch. Because when the dude with the most money got the pump action, that shit hurt.
That shit
It
hurt.
wasn't the same no more.
No, it wasn't. That's when. And then
Changed the game.
we got paintball, and now they're all back to BB guns, but they're plastic. What's that shit called? They're doing it all the time now. Airsoft. They're doing airsoft wars all the time. So it's kind of that, but it's
Yeah.
plastic. It's like,
Like, is it legal wilt, though?
yeah, I mean, it stings like a bitch. Don't get me wrong, but they're all CO2 powered. There's no more
Well, the
pumping.
problem is I don't want to tear a knee, so I'm not playing any of those games anymore.
But they have like cool shit because they have like grenades. It'll just spray a bunch out, and it's like,
Oh,
that's
that's
awesome.
what you. Yeah, that was when you were like, yeah, look at grenade.
We would just have to take a fistful of shit and be
yeah,
like,
throw rocks at them.
yeah. Unless it's a bottle rocket war, and then we were actually throwing those
Black
mortar
cats.
rounds.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
we were
they
throwing
were
the real, for the tube. We were just throwing those at people.
allegedly.
That's how I ripped my favorite pair of Jinkos, dude. I had a tan pair of Jinkos. I wore them shits all the fucking time. And I was running because someone threw a mortar round, hit me in the back, and I looked down and saw it. I was like, fuck, ran, tripped, fell, crotch. Dude, the whole shit ripped off of me. The whole front of my pants just came off. And then it blew up like 7 feet from me. I was like, ah! Everyone's laughing and shit. It was funny.
It was
I was
funny.
I was really mad at the time, but
Yeah.
it was very funny.
Oh no, see, and that's the thing is like, obviously we all in the generation of Jackass coming out, but we're also the generation that was doing the Jackass shit without the camera.
Yeah, all that existed before Jackass.
Well, that's what I
We
mean.
were just, yeah,
We just didn't have the camera.
they just capitalized on it.
Yeah.
They were smart. They filmed it.
yeah. Or we had the camera and it was all its own camcorder somewhere that you can't convert over to. Thank God you
I don't
can't.
have the little tape.
Thank
Remember
God you
that
can't
shit?
convert that shit over. Because I promise you, Bowie has some video of some shit we did back in the day that. Thank God you can't convert it over. So easy.
He messaged you like, dude, I totally had it all converted. You want it?
Oh, yeah.
Stick it at the end of the episode.
No, I don't think he did. I don't think
No,
he did.
no.
I don't think he did.
You gotta have the big tape with the little tape adapter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, that was the.
Wild times. All right. Are we done, Kurt?
Said y'all done done.
We're on a time crunch, so
Okay.
yeah, 5 minutes. You want to plug your shit?
Yeah, don't go to our show. Go to his show.
Oh,
but then
go
in
to
May
your
we're
show.
playing.
I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah,
May what?
May
No, that's not here.
25th.
Okay.
Is the Saturday of Memorial Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be in Van Buren, Iron Horse
Oh, I
Records.
love Van Buren, dude.
Yeah, they've been having
Such
some
a beautiful
dope
town.
shows early. There's so many good bands coming up out of the area now too that are like, I think we used to all just kind of link that pile that together with Fayetteville.
Yeah.
But really, they've got their own scene going, hardcore.
Fort Smith is
Right.
kind of making a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna go test the waters there with the brand new local band Inner Oblivion.
We're getting back to where you can actually do small runs inside of our state.
Right,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Exactly.
And,
That's been a long
Well,
time
that's what I was
since that
getting
was
at
a
with
thing.
being at the age I'm now and seeing like actual young bands again. It's
Oh yeah,
fucking
oh
awesome.
it's the best. I watched a band the other day. The singer was 16 years old, and I was just like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" Yeah, can't believe it.
All day.
All day.
just the way that, I mean, you remember how much easier it was to spread the word about a show, when
Well, yeah, because people were looking
at
for
that
it.
age, like,
Yeah,
for us, it was,
Go to school.
It wasn't anything online or whatever, but it was just regardless. I think, people were excited for something to do
mm-hmm.
at that time,
Miss that.
whereas we've kind of burned ourselves a lot, and it's like,
Literally
I gotta
and
pick
figuratively.
which,
Yeah.
which show am I gonna go to, because I don't have the energy for all of them, So, but these fucking kids, they're about it. They've been packing out the venues. They've been staying
Oh.
late. They've been,
Dude, the
but-
average
and,
went
and
from.
we've been starting shows earlier.
Thank
too.
God, son.
right? All the old.
Why
memory
did we
joys.
ever do that shit?
Who the fuck thought 9 p.m. was a good start time?
Bro,
for a
why
show?
was that the
Ever.
norm,
Ever.
dude?
But yeah, we just do it every fucking night at downtown.
The norm
because,
has gone from 5 to 10, like sometimes none, to the minimum now is fucking 40 to 50. The minimum.
I think that's why my body just really seems to prefer 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night. It's because I spent so many years
money,
only
yeah.
getting that we're just built for that now.
There's more sleep than that.
That's exactly right. Yeah,
You gotta see, Lisa. She will
dude. I told
go
my doctor that,
marathon runs,
and I
for
was like, "This is what
16,
I do.
18
I'm in all
hours.
these bands, and I get this much sleep." And she was like, "No."
No,
I was
no.
like, "Well, it ain't changing."
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I thought that was life at this point.
She's like, "Yeah, no wonder your heart's stopping." Like, dude, you can't do that. I was like,
Mine
"I've been
ain't
doing it
stopping.
my
Mine
whole
just beats
life."
too fast. They say.
Well, mine was beating a little fast itself.
So all you young bloods come to the show. It will not kill you. It might kill us.
Hell yeah.
And then you get a hell of a show, right? So April 6th in Conway, if you're not, Evie knows, which is where you need to be. May 25th at Iron Horse Records, and so 2 record show
That's
shops.
badass. Record
Well,
store
shop shows.
Hopefully, in between the possibility is the show he was talking about earlier. I know we were on time.
And
but
yeah.
the house.
Yeah, house show hopefully coming up soon in my place downtown. We'll tell you more about that soon.
hit me up about that. I would love to
And
go
new
to
merch.
Fred's always, as ever, hard to find on all the medias, but
Mhm.
Yabba Dabba Doom still works on Facebook.
that. Yabba dabba doo.
We do have an Instagram now.
All the
that-
do?
I don't know if
all the Freds.
Mario's been keeping up with it or not, but we put him in charge of our
Yeah, we
Instagram.
suck.
It's all the Freds.
Same.
All the Freds.
.com, not
Not
.com.
.com. Motherfucker said .com.
It's HTTPS
Instagram.com/
Instagram. For the gram, right? That's what my
Yabba
grand-
dabba
my
doom and
grandkids
all the
told me.
Freds.
And all the Freds.
Those are two. Yabba dabba doom. All the Freds.
we shall not tick or talk. So
Yeah, no.
No, I can't do the TikTok.
We're done.
I
done.
love TikTok. Don't get me wrong.
We're
I
done.
watch.
I don't
shit
even
out
have the
TikTok.
shit.
Oh,
I
do.
never
watch
made
shit out.
one. I'm done.
I follow Kurt on TikTok.
What's he posting? Sleep videos?
Norma Jean.
Norma
Jean.
Yeah. Going viral.
That's
all
how I
the time.
found him. Was
Yeah.
Norma Jean Furnace Fest.
Yo,
Are you going to Furnace Fest this year?
I'm going. Yes.
Are you going?
Yeah,
we need
no,
to.
I'm not
we need
missing
to.
it.
We need to connect because I want to go. I haven't been since 2021. I'm planning on going.
It's so much fucking fun. They still
Or
got
not
the
2021. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I meant.
Yeah.
2002.
2000, yeah.
2002. Yeah.
I knew what you meant. I was like,
The other day.
wrong year.
Wrong year. You knew what I meant.
Yeah.
Strong Arm Reunion 2002. That's about the last time I've been to Furnace Fest. But I missed it, and I am
Hey, you ready for
kicking
this?
myself. I'm down.
You ready
to go
for
this?
this? Did you? Real quick. I'm sorry. Did you see who made an Instagram? And that Instagram?
Yeah,
Oh,
acting like it's new.
well, it looked new to me.
What are we missing here? Come on.
There's nothing.
Never mind.
What is it?
God
I'm missing
damn it.
here. Come on.
Nothing now. I thought it was just now.
God damn it,
Although,
come on.
no,
You're
it doesn't
teasing
matter
me.
now. No, I'll tell you after.
Why are you teasing
There
me?
was a ludicrous Instagram. This
Oh,
was
shit.
2016.
Ludicrous, but no one knew it was around from
And it
2016.
I don't even know who Ludacris is, though.
I do.
account
Yes, sir.
follows the other.
The first records I ever listened to was Throwing Myself.
With the split with Travell.
Got it. I own it.
I know, because you bought it from me. This shit didn't exist here.
You know what?
Ludacris.
Fair.
Back in the day, North Florida. I'm sorry, Kurt, real quick.
You're good.
Back in the day, Old Man Kirk's venue right there,
Mhm.
way back. I
That's
booked
Kurt's next
Ludacris
venue.
with Esso Curious,
Young Man Kurt's.
Spoken, and Rod Laver,
Fuck, dude.
and they all played at this little fucking hole in the wall spot. And at Ludacris, the only reason I had them booked was because I'd already booked the other three bands, and they played in Seattle at Tom Fest together. And Spoken hit me up. I was like, "Hey, there's this new band. Their name's Ludacris. I was wondering if they could jump on the show on their way back to Georgia." And I'm like, I had already heard a split, so I'm like, "Fuck yes,
Fuck
please
yes.
God, let Ludacris come play."
Damn.
The motherfucker showed up in a minivan with tinted windows, pulling a trailer, like doing this shit down the road. They were like 17, 18 years old.
Yep. Man, that's cool. God, you have all the stories. Fuck. All right, we got to close. Crashcast Pod, Twitter Crashcast Pod.
Like-
one.
Sad about it.
Hey, y'all. Check out Patreon, too, while you at
Can we
it.
do the hot ones next time if we ever show back up?
You don't want to do that, sir.
Have you did it?
I did it.
Okay. We'll talk after.
And then, okay, let me get, hey,
Tell them after the rap.
hey man, I got shit to say. Okay, we're done. Bye. Thank you for listening. Peace.